stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath, and I don't care if we make a mess. It doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide? You're stuck in this situation and let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low, keep it on the low, 'cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bona fide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Can we just be bona fide? 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 Heart beats up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. We're going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath, and I don't care if we make a mess. It doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Can we just be bona fide? Can we just
And of course, it's another great morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. I know each and every time when you see us, you get excited. And of course, I am excited to be with you throughout the show. It's another beautiful Wednesday morning. It's time to get rid of that midweek slump with so much that we have got for you on today's show. It is your energetic start accompanied by that positivity. So I just hope that you guys are ready wherever you are, because this weather is looking gloomy and overcast, and that means a lot of you, maybe wherever you are indoors and trying to enjoy the atmosphere that this weather is coming with. But with that being said, we've always have things that are so much interesting for you to learn, so that we can also engage and teach each other about the things that we did not know. So I hope that you guys are ready for this beautiful morning, because it has a lot. We are getting rid of the midweek slump, and yes, 3 days to go up until we end this month. It has been, of course, a thoughtful month that had a lot of things that we celebrated, starting from raising awareness with mental health up until to the breast cancer. A lot of things were raised, but those are some of the things that we want to highlight, and we have also highlighted for you. So I hope that you are ready, of course, to hop on this ride with us. My name is Moiketi Maimane, and as I've mentioned, I am happy to be with you. And with that being said, you are seeing pictures behind me, and you're asking yourself once again more, where are we going and what are we highlighting on this morning? So for this morning, we are highlighting Mams Mall, which is a vibrant shopping destination in Mahube Valley in Mamelodi, Pretoria, offering a modern retail experience with diverse stores and amenities. Located at the corner of Tsamaya Road and K54, Mams Mall feature a wide range of shops, including fashion, electronics, homeware, and dining options like Hungry Lion. It's designed to serve the local community with accessible trading hours Monday to Friday from 9 to 7 o'clock, Saturdays from 5 and Sundays until 3 o'clock. The mall is wheelchair friendly, has Wi-Fi, and caters to families with a group of friendly dining and kid friendly spaces. I know for people who like shopping, they would like to go and explore different malls that South Africa has to offer. So I hope that you guys are going to go to Mams Mall and enjoy the atmosphere that it has to bring. So that is all for your picture of the day. And you know that we're always having those thought compelling and provoking engagements with our guests, and you're asking yourself who are going to be connecting with today. Today on 9 o'clock, we're going to be speaking about something that is very important. I know there are people out there who are getting ready to get married or looking forward to be married, or others are married. So Leslie Blake will be with us on today's show just to talk about the options. Is it possible for me to change my marriage agreement from a community of property to prenuptial agreement? So you're asking yourself, is that possible? Don't worry, we're going to be having and connecting with her right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So I hope that you're going to be ready for that engagement. And you know that the hashtag to use to connect with us on YouTube is a hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Right now we are live on YouTube. All you need to do is to press the subscription button, the notification button, so that whenever we go live, you will be notified that your best Vooka team is live and getting ready to kickstart your day on a very high energetic note. We are also Vooka Breakfast Show on other social media platforms. And remember, if you want to dial us in, the number to do that's 060-493-3226. So that's 060-493-3226. For now, let us take a short break, and then when we come back, we're going to give you the latest news, sports headlines right here. So don't switch the dial.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Soweto Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Soweto Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
All right, I hope that was helpful enough to get you to your designated destination with the Topical shuttle service. Now, let us keep you updated with your latest news headline. Starting off with your first headline, 2 young women murdered. Mamelodi community mourns deeply. 2 young cousins, Tiamo and Baleseng Moramaga, were found murdered in Mamelodi East, sparking grief and outrage over gender-based violence. The community mourns their loss, remembering them as vibrant university students. A suspect has been swiftly arrested, with government officials condemning the act and urging justice to be served swiftly. On your next headline, Deputy Minister shocked by sudden disbanding of killing task team. Deputy Police Minister Kaisel Matale testified he was blindsided by Minister Senzo Mchunu's decision to disband the political killings task team. Learning of it via social media, he expressed confusion over the directive's tone and questioned whether proper consultation occurred. Matali defended the team's effectiveness, calling its work excellent. On your last news headline, father demands justice after child dies in elevator fall. Kaya Dlamini grieving the death of his 7-year-old son Apelele and the critical injury of his daughter after an elevator shaft fall in Durban is demanding justice. He awaits police analysis of CCTV footage and vows to pursue the truth relentlessly. That's all for your news headline. And now heading over to your sports news. Starting off with the first one, Messi on a 2026 World Cup. He would like to be there. Lionel Messi hopes to play for Argentina in the 2026 World Cup, but will decide based on his fitness during preseason with Inter Miami. The 38-year-old who led Argentina to the 2022 title says defending the crown will be a dream. Messi enjoys life in Miami and remains passionate about representing his national team, having scored 114 goals in 195 appearances. Now on your rugby news, Bokto planned for World Cup pressures. Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus is using the November tour as a World Cup simulation, preparing a new generation of players for the pressure of consecutive high-stakes matches. After winning back-to-back rugby championship titles, the Boks face Japan, France, Italy, Ireland and Wales in 5 weeks, mirroring a World Cup schedule. Erasmus aims to test combinations and build depth ahead of the 2027 title defense, with the upcoming World Cup draw adding further strategic importance. And then on your football news, Thembi Kgatlana excited to return to Banyana Banyana. Thembi Kgatlana clarified her absence for WAFCON was due to personal family matters, not issues with SAFA. Now back with Banyana Banyana, she's confident ahead of their home leg against DRC after a 1-1 away draw. With key players returning through preparation, Kgatlana believes they can secure qualification for the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. And then on your last sports headline, Wembley will be the calm before the storm for the Boks. The Springbok begin their year-end against Japan at Wembley at the 1st of November, revisiting memories of their shock 2015 loss with Eddie Jones back coaching Japan. Rassie Erasmus may rotate his squad ahead of a major clash with France on the 8th of November. Injuries to Damian Williams, Apelele Fasi raised questions at fullback, while Sacha Feinbeck Mgomezulu. Sorry. The Boks will also face Italy, Ireland and Wales, aiming to build momentum and experiment before key tests in Paris and Dublin. That's all for your news headline. Right now, let us take a short break and then we'll come back with your latest traffic headlines.
How? Chomi, you still cooking with cha, salt and prayers. Yo. But don't stress, ungawari, because your time to shine in the kitchen is here. Amapele Spices for Africa and the Vooka Breakfast Show have said, let's bless you with some spices that will slap harder than Umama's 7 colors. Vugage Flavor Fridays is here. We're serving flavor, vibes, and vibes with flavor. Flavor Fridays is the only plug you need to turn your kitchen into a 5-star chill spot. For 8 weeks, you stand a chance to win spice hampers that take your meals from meh to just by subscribing and tuning into your daily dose of positivity for an energetic start to the day. So Hypo, what are you waiting for? Don't miss out. Flavor is calling. Waza.
All right, now let us keep you updated with your latest traffic update and keep you safe on those roads. On the first traffic update, good news on the N3 northbound that the earlier stationary vehicle just after the Van Buren Road ramp has been cleared. Traffic is now flowing freely in that area. Meanwhile, on the N1 southbound at the Proof Plus interchange, there is a stationary vehicle blocking the left lane, so please approach with caution and drive safely. That's all for traffic. If you happen to be on the road, do make sure to share your traffic update using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send your voice note on 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. Now, let us give you your latest weather update on how is the sky looking like outside.
Just be bona fide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low. Keep it on the low, 'cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bona fide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Just be bona fide. Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide?
Desert running dry on the tip of my tongue. I can taste your lies. How to measure the love you throw around. I could never hold you down. One of us will have to take a bow. Feeling you so close to me, we drive around.
And of course, man, great mornings is what we give you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. It is your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. It is, of course, Wednesday, the 29th of October. 29th of October, guys. Amalanga hambile. Days have gone by. Days have passed. And I hope that whatever that you are doing on this morning, you're preparing yourself for a beautiful day ahead of you. Wherever you are watching from and listening from, welcome. And thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful edition of the Vooka Breakfast Show. My name is Mrikiti Maimane, and I'm happy to be with you. And right now, how is the weather looking like? Hey, man, it's looking overcast outside. And it seems like it's going to be raining, so I just hope that you are ready and you are taking care of yourself. If you're on the road right now driving, please do make sure that you drive cautiously, because you know what the weather can do to you on the street. Right, yes, as I've mentioned, that it is Wednesday. It's a time to get rid of that midweek slump. Yes, we have conquered Monday. We have conquered Tuesday. Now we are on Wednesday. And you know, man, if you made it to Wednesday, all you need to do is to clap your hands and, just give yourself that high five to say, you know what, my bestie, myself, me and I and myself, I have made it, because tomorrow is going to be Thursday and Friday. And of course, man, that's how you begin to prepare for the weekend ahead of you. So do make sure that you join us on our social media platforms by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And you know that if you want to dial us in or send us your voice note, and please, man, I just want to encourage people who are watching right now. Just send me your voice note, man. I just want to hear your voice. And you know how it feels when you're calling somebody and you just wanted to hear their voice from the other side to say, hey, man, it's great to see you alive. It's great to see you that you're still doing good, because so much is going on, man. We are only left with, I think, 60-something days, guys, till we end 2025 and say hello to 2026. So on these 60 days, it's time to reflect on some of the things that you have went through. I know wherever you are, you have been through a lot, and you have obstacles. You had obstacles in your life, and you had challenges that you had to deal with. Some of them, they were bigger than you, but you decided that, you know what, I am going to still keep going on, because these challenges, man, they are not bigger than me. I mean, today you've woken up with the grace of God, and you're still going on. There are people who are asking you or asking themselves, how are you doing it? And the most important thing is to always keep on doing it. Wake up and show up to those who don't believe in you. So please, man, send your voice note. Let me know how are you doing on this morning. 060-493-3226. 060-493-3226. I'm happy to be with you on this beautiful morning, man. And you know that I'm not always rolling alone, man. We always have the best team right here to give you that daily dose of positivity. I don't know what you're doing out there. Hit me with the hashtag Sivugile. Show me that Uvugile, so that we can get this day rolling. Right? You know that our mornings are always the best and the greatest mornings that you will ever have in and all around Soweto. You know, Soweto, Spalile, they know and they will know that we are the best breakfast show. With that being said, man, I'm just going to ask Mr. B how is he doing on this morning, because it's always important to do those morning checkups, and I am doing them with you right now. But Mr. B, talk to me. How are you doing, man?
What's good, Vooka Nation? What's good, Mo? All is well. Happy Wednesday. To be precise, we're looking at 63 days that remain until we celebrate 2026.
Yep.
And a lot is coming. There's some movies that Mist will be announcing a bit later on, where a lot of people can look forward to those movies.
Okay.
Right? And it's declared for some reason somehow that 2026 will be the biggest year in blockbuster movies. Right? So looking forward to them. Hey, man, but things have changed, man. I used to be a movie person.
What changed?
A lot has changed. I mean, including diet and food. But speaking of or staying with movies, I used to watch movies. It's something I don't do nowadays. And I don't miss it. That's the thing, because you would find people, but this is what I used to do and I miss it. But I'm not fazed if there's a movie that's
new, newly released movie.
For example, I've been watching Tom Cruise, the last one.
Mission
Impossible. The second Dead Reckoning or something like that.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it.
Like,
it's been over 3 months or 2 months, somewhere there. So, but 2026 is gonna be a huge blockbuster year. For all things movies. So looking forward to that. Perhaps we'll revive the spirit of going to the cinema and so on. But I'm doing good, thanks. I slept yesterday, so I'm feeling well, revived and fresh.
Yeah, man. If you are a movie lover, it's so sad that nowadays, people can't even finish movies, guys. And I understand, because there is a lot, and each and every week, there's a movie that's announced that it's new, and a movie that you didn't know. Because I feel like we can go back, in the times whereby you had time to watch the movies, where movies were a thing.
For sure.
And I feel like Musi and TC shared, that sentiment whereby, they would watch movies, man.
You could tell instantly, because they would name drop some of the actors and actresses, and they just know movies. And for some of us, I speak for myself, I'm just clueless when it comes to that department. But I'll tell you this. You've seen people create dedicated movie days, like for example on a Wednesday, right? Maybe let's say you're in a relationship, or even whatever form of relationship you decide, guys, let's make Wednesdays movie nights. That's because I know personally I won't be watching movies by myself, but if it's like something that's penciled into my calendar, then it becomes much easier to at least watch one movie a week, right? So I'll decide, Vooka Nation, if I want to watch a movie and create a movie night, so I'll call babes and we'll make it a thing. Doesn't have to be popcorny, but I've also seen some memes on social media where couples decide, let's watch a movie night, and then it starts off and it ends in something else, right?
Of course, Netflix and chill.
Where they themselves create the movie instead of watching the movie. Another one is the guys that before the movie starts, there's usually that opener, 21st Century Fox or whatever it is, TriStar and Paramount.
Universal,
So you've got your bowl of popcorn, eyeball before the movie even starts. So my popcorn. So that's why movie nights don't work, but I'll make it a thing. So let me know, do you love movies, and are you dedicated to watching movies to such an extent that you create a movie night, or anytime you're big and
like whatever that's going on, when you get home, you just switch on, you watch any movie that's available at that given time. But with that being said, man, you can come on, of course, give us some movie recommendation that we can also watch and say, you know what, guys, this movie is the best movie I have watched, and it talks about this, the storyline is all about this. Please give us some movie recommendation right there. Hop on the comment section right there on YouTube. And of course, man, as I've asked you to send through some comments, I see there are some comments that came through on YouTube, man. TC Gamazibugu Shabalala came through and said, #Sifugile, tackling the midweek slump head on. Naganjani, skena kuyo, nyenkane, yabona. So I just hope that wherever you are getting on that midweek slump, and you are getting rid of that midweek slump. And of course, we are here to help you. We are here to be that one leg that's missing, so that you can stand throughout the day. So please do make sure that you stay with us.
That three-legged stool, eh?
Yep. It needs a balance, of course. Balance is the most important thing that you need, of course, in your life. And then with that being said, Miss Q came through to our WhatsApp right there saying, good morning, Vooka Nation, wishing you a happy Wednesday, #Sifugile. And of course, there is a voice note that followed up after the comment. Let me hear what Miss Q has for us, man.
Good morning, Vooka Nation. #Sifugile. Although I wasn't feeling well, I'm on sick leave, but I'm watching with my daughter.
Yeah.
And she's so excited to see Mr. B on TV. Wishing you a great day ahead, guys. Enjoy. Bye.
Thank you so much, man. Mr. B is on TV. And Miss Q's daughter is enjoying seeing you on TV.
It was a dream growing up.
Man.
I wanted to go and audition for the YoTV presenter search. So we went to Pretoria mainland.
Yeah.
We drove all the way from here, but this was my first time. So at the time, I didn't know, Guti, for these things, you have Vooka. You have to wake up early, you know, because some people camp there. Anyway, we got there. We saw a snake queue, only to realize, Guti, the forms to fill in, they had run out of forms, so I couldn't audition. But it has been a dream to go on YoTV, become a presenter. So I'm living that dream right now. You know, I'm living that dream right now.
Yeah. You are, man. I mean, if somebody is excited to see you on TV, especially these young ones, because this is the new TV, whether they like it or not, right? This is the new television. And maybe if they also have that ambition of being on TV, the time will come. They've
got an uncle.
Exactly.
You know that ad, you've got an uncle in the furniture business. You don't know it. No, you're young. So there's this ad, Joshua Dawn.
Yeah.
You've got an uncle in the furniture business. So Uncle Nae has got a receding hairline.
Okay.
So yeah, to the young ones, you've got an uncle in the entertainment industry.
Yeah. Connection, guys. That's what works nowadays. But thank you so much, Miss Q, and we hope you you recover, man. A speedy recovery to you, whatever that has you, man. I hope it does not exceed where it is, man. We are going to pray for you so that you can heal as quickly as you can.
Yeah, so a quick question, Mo. So you know how circumstances may somehow favor you. So you know how the weather is outside, and you're on sick leave. And it's like raining, it's cloudy, it's just not a good weather.
Yeah.
Do you think sometimes certain things can happen in a way that favors you? Because I'm not sure what's wrong with Miss Q, but I'm just thinking, hey, I'm home, I'm warm, I've got internet and Wi-Fi, grand, and I don't have to go to work.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, it's good.
It is.
That I'm sick.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's for maybe your boss at work. It's the coincidence when Amaxo you don't want to come to work. If it's raining, you don't want to come to work. So you rather enjoy being indoors. But I mean, for most people, I think it does play, an advantage to them to say I'm sick, I'm home, and everything, food, internet, my family is
everything's
here.
There,
there's rest also. You can rest and do anything throughout the day. So,
but Magati, the daughter is there. Isn't she going to school?
Hey, I wonder. Maybe we are bala.
Because nowadays the young ones are like, no, I see a bad. Look bad. That's why they're not going to school.
Yeah. But yeah, she came through and sent another voice note. Let's hear what she has to say, man.
Hello, Uncle B. I wish you a good day. When I see you over there, I got so excited, even though I am sick. But yeah, doing great.
That's so cute.
Oh, man. Thank you.
Man, that's so cute. That's so cute. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sending that VN through, man. It's lovely to hear your voice, through, and of course watching yourself right there at home, talking to us. You're making our day. Trust me. That is what we
absolutely
call, the energetic start to your day, man. Seeing things that you like and commenting about them. Be like a Miss Q, man, and of course her daughter by sending through your voice note on 06049333226. That's 06049333226. And then on YouTube, Ms. Tembimni came through saying, wakey, Vooka Nation. A very good morning, Vooka team. Hashtag Vooka Nation. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile on a lovely Wednesday. A very good morning to you. I hope that you're also looking forward to this beautiful Wednesday ahead of you. And then she says, hashtag happy blessed Wednesday. Stay safe and stay blessed. Wherever you are, please make sure that you stay safe, you stay blessed. blessed, because this day promises to be a very good day. Because trust me, whenever we are getting rid of the midweek slump, we come with so much energy that we want, of course, to project it to you right there at home. If you don't have any idea, don't worry, let us help you. So with that being said, man, 35 minutes after 7 o'clock, let me give you and let's look at how your financial indicators are looking like. As we always come with the information on how the rand is doing with other currencies out there. So starting off with the US dollar, for each and every dollar you need to have 17 rands 25 cents. So 17 rands 25 cents get you $1.
Dollar.
Yep. So the dollar slide continues. US imports could cost you less in rand terms. And then to the British pound, 23 rand 11 cents get you £1, right? 23 rand 11 cents.
So
get
growing
you
up,
£1.
they used to say bondo, which is a derivative. Yeah. Well, we know it's 2 rands, but the bondo is like a pound.
So are you telling me that Ipondo derives from pound?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, man. Yep. We learn every day. Because Pondo Luka Pechan, I mean, Izamba Nilga Pondo is someone who's rich, right? Hey, there we go. So for each and every 23 rands 11 cents, you get £1. And of course, the pound flexes UK goods. Travel just got a pricier if you are somebody who is looking forward to travel to Europe or to the UK. And then when you head over, of course, to one of our African countries' currency, how it's doing, like we have the Botswana and a Pula. So for each and every 1 rand 20 cents, Otola 1 Pula. Pula retreats better cross-border shopping deals for South African consumers. And then on the Japanese yen, for each and every 11 cents, you get 1 yen. 11 cents, you get 1 yen. And then yen stays soft. Japanese imports, they remain affordable. And then when we head over to the euro against the rand, 20 rand 9 cents get you 1 euro. 20 rand 9 cents get you 1 euro. And the euro edges up, and it could nudge up your European holiday budget wherever you are going in Europe, right? And then heading over to your Australian dollar, 11 rand 20 cents gets you 1 Australian dollar. 11 rand 20 cents gets you 1 Australian dollar. The Aussie dollar dips. Imported wines and goods may be cheaper. And then lastly, the Chinese yuan. For each and every 2 rand 43 cents, you get 1 Chinese yuan. 2 rand 43 cents gets you 1 Chinese yuan. So the yuan eases. Electronics from China may see slight price relief. That's all for your financial indicators. If you're somebody who likes those financial and market trends, that's all we have for you. But we will keep you updated if anything changes. Right?
So Mo, you know that Bluetooth speaker? Ne?
Yeah.
Bluetooth now connected. It's cheaper now. So this is the best time to buy those speakers.
Yeah.
Connected.
Bluetooth
Now's the best time.
device is connected successfully. Right? It's a good speaker though. You know, despite how it sounds, in your room, you know, are you from work or wherever you're coming from, even your friends, you know, even if that Chinese person, you know, is talking like that, your friends, they borrow that speaker from you because it is the best speaker, right? So before we take a short break, man, and come back with everything that has to do with your news recap, I have that inspirational message for each and everyone who is listening right now and, of course, watching. So our inspirational message for this morning, it reads as follows. Today, remember that every step forward, no matter how small, it is progress. Whether you're climbing on a mountain or taking your first step, your courage fuels your journey. Keep going and keep growing. Let me read that again.
One more time.
Today, remember that every step forward, no matter how small it is, it's a progress. Whether you're climbing a mountain or taking your first step, your courage fuels your journey. So keep going and keep growing. And the beautiful quote that we have is from Winston Churchill, saying, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." So many of us out there, we feel defeated and we feel like we cannot move forward. But trust me, when you move and when you have the courage to continue, that is counting for you, right? So talk to me, man. How are you doing on this morning? I'm always going to do that check-in. But before we take that break, there is something interesting that I want to highlight right there, which is the International Day. We're always celebrating international days out there, and you're asking yourself, what is it that we are celebrating on today's day, man? It is very interesting, as we always cover those, and we also want to hear from you if you knew if this day was being celebrated today. So today is National Internet Day. That is what we are celebrating.
What?
I mean, we've heard that internet has revolutionized the world where it is right now, and there is this one episode that I watched on Stranger Things, way before internet. So they go and visit this girl called Susan. She is decrypting a code from the Russian military, right? And then when they come to her, asking for help, she types on her computer and doing whatever that she does and connects the Ethernet cable, and then they're asking, what is this? And then she's like, this is the internet, and it's going to change the world. And this is where we are today.
And fun fact, the internet was first developed for the military so that they can communicate with each other at different bases. Yeah. And then over time, it became something that was democratized and everyone started using it. Yeah. But initially, it was intended for the military to communicate between bases. Yeah. Also at war, so that messages, encrypted messages can be communicated and sent through. Because also they used to use Morse code to communicate and all of that. But came the internet, and then it changed a lot of things. But if you fast forward more to 2025, hey, internet is currency.
Yeah. It's powerful.
Very powerful.
Right now, someone is watching us wherever they are through internet connection. And for you, of course, to connect with us, you need internet, right? That is what we are highlighting for today's day. And you're asking yourself, what does this day mean, man? What is internet? Maybe there's someone out there who is watching. Yes, you are clueless, you're connected, but you don't know why we are celebrating this day. So National Internet Day is celebrated every year on the 29th of October to commemorate the first successful electronic message sent over ARPANET in 1969, the precursor to today's internet. On that day, a UCLA student attempted to send the word log in to a computer at Stanford. Only letters I and O were transmitted before the system crashed, but it marked the birth of online communication. The day honors how the internet has revolutionized everything from education and business to entertainment and activism, connecting billions of people across the internet. And today we are able to do your online banking because of internet. We are able to do your digital marketing because of internet. We are able to do the online communities. We are able to meet with different people on the internet.
You can also dump people online.
Yes. Rather than me wasting my money to go and dump someone. No. One message, one click, it's over.
And then block.
Yep. We are able to get married, of course, again on the internet.
A lot of things can happen. I mean, people work from home nowadays. Yeah. In the industrial age, you would have never thought this would be possible. Yeah. But man, also with COVID, it accelerated the use of the internet to such an extent that even as a Kasi, we've got fiber, which also enables opportunities. So, guys, we're not in Santon. Well, to Musi's, credit, we in Dobsonville, but Sisekas, and we're able to stream consistently because of fiber. This is what the internet is allowing us to do. Also, we have 5G, guys. 5G. Guys, if you've tried to run a speed test using 5G, I have. Ne? Yeah. If you let's say let it run for like 10-15 seconds, shy gig yonke. That's how fast it is. Yeah. Because you're downloading a package online that is a certain amount of the file is a certain amount. So when downloading it using 5G, because it's that quick, you can quickly chew through 1 gigs of data. Because I had to stop because I was running around 400 megabits per second. Yeah.
400.
Imagine.
fast internet.
That's insane.
Fast internet and fiber, of course, man. It is the future. I mean, yesterday I was having a conversation. Ntebaling, one of the Sebenzanati employees, she was like, "Yo, fiber is not connected at home, and I'm so stressed." Right? And I felt the same way. Each and every time when fiber is about to be cut down at home. I mean, for me, Shem, I feel depressed. We need therapy for fiber, guys. I mean, we need people and psychologists who are going to deal with us. When we don't have fiber, we break down, Ngosiami, because we feel like life revolves around that, man. If I don't have internet connection at my home, it's like, what is there to do?
But when internet is down, is it usually for a day or two, or have you gone through like a full month without internet?
Full month, I would never survive. I will be in a coma. Trust me. It's only maybe 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days at most.
2 days, at most. Not
even,
5 days.
Even those 2 days are hell.
They are hell. Trust me, they are hell. Because a month, guys. There was a time whereby the pole, fell.
Someone knocked it. Someone knocked it.
And when you see that red dot on your router, it means it's very bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, so you need to buy data there, right?
And that's when you realize in 2025, 1 gig is nothing. I mean, back then, a gig would last you a full week, right? A full week, depending on your browsing activities, because there's like certain websites that just chow your data. Yeah. Right. So you're watching a video, next thing, highball, it's gone. For some reason, it's certain websites, and the people that are watching, you'll know which websites are those where the data is just depleted. Because normally you would get that notification from the top, left with 50 megabytes. But when you buy data on your phone, Guti, it's just for messaging. You don't even watch videos. And guys, fiber has been ingrained into our very fiber in existence when it comes to using the internet. But for me now personally, we do get downtime, but I do get data on the phone. But beyond that, if I need to do something, like I've got a network, right? A network where I can go to someone and browse from there and so on. So it's not that bad for me. Unless it's that red flashing dot. That one stresses me out as well.
I mean, it's so sad because we are now heading to eras whereby when somebody's asking for data, like uthi manje, like when's data? I mean, aren't you supposed to be connected to the fiber? Because right now, I have a data, for when I'm traveling in between. We have fiber right here at work, and I have fiber at home. So in between, if anything, maybe somebody wants to text me, I will get your message, right? So you'll find out that like the 1 gig that I buy or 600 MBs will last me for the whole month. And it doesn't even, deplete. Right. So that's how, we are connected. I don't know if it will be possible for phones maybe to have like I don't know, but I think with technology anything is possible. Imagine having a built-in router. I don't know how, but
no, there is. It's there. It's called a modem. Like that's how you connect.
So like I'm saying, Uguti, being connected to the fiber that's there at home, wherever you go, you will still be connected. There
is some remnants of that, because if you were to buy, let's say, Rain, you've got your Rain router, but at the same time it comes with 2 additional SIM cards that you can put on your phone. But it's still the same concept. They're just extending your internet that you would normally get near Rain. The only difference here is that they give you a capped amount on those mobile SIMs that you can take on the road. But I guess we're getting there. But to your point, when you leave home and go to work, you're moving from a fiber-based connection to another one. I saw myself, Uguti, with one of the malls, because we do have a relationship, I bought the Wi-Fi, even I say like one of the stores. I'm connected.
You're connected.
And it's not the one where you have to sign in and put in your names and all of that. I'm connected to the whole mall.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, guys, benefit. So, Nyaz would say, even if I go to the mall, I'll still get internet there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole. And just the last thing I'll mention that's crazy about the internet, they are now pirates.
Pirates?
Yeah, pirates.
As in like...
So the concept of pirates is there's people that steal Wi-Fi.
Wow.
And then when you somehow discover good name, and I think these people are connected to my Wi-Fi, you disable it, and then you start seeing people stretch.
Yeah, move,
you know.
Shower my flate. Intwana nyazwakala ke data yami liqeda ukuphela. And it's the internet, you know, it's disconnected. But for this day, man, commemorating Internet Day, please, guys, whenever you see someone in your street, if you have fiber, share the password with them, just to celebrate internet, to say, you know what, we are living in different times. Let's celebrate what the internet brings to us. So please, guys, let us celebrate this day on a very high energetic note. 10 minutes till we hit 8 o'clock on the dot. What I'm gonna do right now is to take a quick short break, and then when we come back, of course, man, we're going to be giving you all of the news summary of the headlines that we started with. So please don't go anywhere.
So you thought I would let this slip. Thought you knew me so much better. You're on a lifetime sentence. So now you never feel my presence. So you thought I would let this slip. Thought you knew me so much better. Cause I don't. So you thought I would let this slip. Thought you knew me so much better.
Trauma with a prima donna, gasping when she see the commas, laughing to conceal the monsters. I feel like Kanye when he lost his Donda. When my father left me, you were there to heal the pain I conquered. I never pay you back for what that meant to me. Some scars just fade physically, but never leave mentally. It's where were people spiritually connected turn to enemies, and memories turn to villain origin accessories. And I'm the bad guy yet again. Spent so much time trying to find who the victim is. It's probably both of us, but neither one is giving in. So here we go again, throwing punches at each other's ribs. Gunshots sting like a buckshot. The pain hits deep, it's like my heart becomes a blood clot. Love dots, you're unblocked. Just to get this message, hope you get it on your bus stop. And then the bus crash, your true intentions unmasked. This should have been a fairy tale ending, but you uncast. I know it hurts bad, but you know you deserve that. We'll never have the life we once had. Hey. Emotional trauma with a prima donna. Hey. Yeah. Emotional trauma with you. I got my problems with you, but I can never get away. I wish my brain had a hard drive that I could reset. Wish I made the right decisions, but it's hard to reject. Moving on, but you got me on both sides of the fence. Left your mark forever, that's without a scar on the flesh. Wish that I was sick and didn't hit the bar when we met. And spent my money time with you just to be in this debt. See you happy somewhere else while I've been filled with regret. Try to find someone to blame, but it's just cause and effect. Hey. I thought that was the truth, cause nothing lasts forever, that's except for me and you. Young and unaware of all the shit that we would do. Try to make it out alive, but didn't make it through. Your parents probably hate me, but my mom still always asks if we're getting back together, even though it ended bad. Forward thinking, haunted by the habits of my past.
Of course, man, just a little reminder that at 9 o'clock we're going to be having Leslie Blake, an attorney, right here in conversation for people who want to get married or for people who are already married. Remember, we're going to be discussing you changing the agreement terms from a community of property to the prenuptial agreement. But before you do that, there is somebody who is looking forward to get married, but there are some of the things that you need to look out for. And before you do that, there are some things that you need to know. So with that being said, I'm going to quote a passage from a book of Colin, and the name of the book is Never Marry Anyone Who Hasn't Read This. Today we're talking everything umshado lento ayidlale, and umshado akulona ijele, right? So as you can see right here on this passage, it reads as follows. The biggest treasure a woman can give a man is respect, not proving equality. A woman is a voice of clarity to a man, and a man is a decision maker after the voice of clarity. There is really nothing beyond that. Those are very beautiful, profound words from Colin M. from the book Never Marry Anyone Who Hasn't Read This. And of course, if you are somebody who has married and someone who is looking forward to get married, I hope that you're going to get yourself or your hands on one of the copy of this book. And of course, man, we're still in the conversation about that because I'm just getting you queued up about what we're going to be speaking about. I know before you make that decision, because for most people it is the biggest decision on their lives to say, you know what, getting married, guys, it's not an easy thing. So I need advices from my parents or legal advices. And speaking of legal advices, we're going to be talking to a professional at 9 o'clock to say, and of course to give us the nuggets of wisdom, before we take that big step of getting married. But with that being said, man, I don't know if you are somebody who is looking forward to getting married, but let me ask Mr. Man, if is he somebody who is looking forward to getting married, man? Do you want to get married?
Why am I already being asked if I want to get married?
I mean, marriage is a good thing.
In whose eyes?
It's a very good thing.
I'm not disputing, but in whose eyes? Let's start.
I mean, on my eyes, okay. I see marriage as a very blissful thing.
Do you want to get married?
I want to get married.
Okay, that's good.
I want to get married.
That's absolutely great, yeah. Mr. Mo. I love that for you.
I mean, people treat marriage as a goal.
Answer the question, bro.
What, do I want to get married?
Yes.
Look, man.
Hey, young enemy moya.
Am I opposed to the idea of getting married? I'm not.
Yeah.
I really am not. If one day I am absolutely going to go for it. No questions asked, no hesitation whatsoever.
Yeah.
Is it something that I'm chasing after? Not at this point in my life. Not at this point in my life, but I'm not opposed to
marriage.
Yeah, to the idea and the concept of marriage. But the thing is, I don't have such a great reference of what a good marriage is and what a good marriage looks like.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine, Nernalen, obviously Kabikente Olani. He's married himself. Do I have any other friends who are married? There's a friend of mine who is looking to get married.
Yeah.
We were with him as well over the weekend. But yeah, me right now in my life now, today.
Yeah.
Am I looking to get married? No. Am I opposed to it? No.
Yeah.
Is it something that I'm chasing after? No.
I mean, I'm also getting that sense, if you do not have a reference. I mean, being the person that you are, I feel like you can be a trendsetter for yourself to say, if I don't have a reference, let me start. Yeah, let me make one for myself to say, I want to be and I want to, create this good environment for myself, in a marriage.
I see you.
Because today we have marriage counselors, who talk to us about, how to navigate of course, and mitigate some of the challenges that we have when you are in a marriage, right?
Yes, sir.
So those are some of the things that, yes, we want to know, because I'm somebody who is looking forward to get married, and I want not only legal advice, but people who are also married to give me advices to say, you know what, Mo, before you're getting married, here's
what to look out for.
Here's what to look out for.
I see you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, man. I don't know. Like, the thing is, for me, we have this societal idea of what married life should be like.
Yeah.
And it goes against what I live by, the notions and some of, I don't want to say values or morals, but the ideas that I live off of.
Yeah.
I live off of. I'm right, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this thing, hey, musadi tipa bukhali, hey, mulna, how like, don't get me wrong. Some of those are quite valid. Valid. Just
like which ones are valid?
I don't know, man. I can't point at no, man. That's this is like, guys, what marriage looked like 30, 50 years ago, I think is slightly a bit different to what marriage looks like today.
Yeah.
I think we can agree on that.
Yeah.
Right. But this concept or this idea of, hey, how no, some people you heard what Olani said over the weekend. I think some won't understand. Like, we're young couples, guys. Like, a 30-year-old today is different to what a 30-year-old looked like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Pella, when you look at these struggle fighters, Baba apartheid and things of that nature, those were young guys. But I'm 40 something. You were 28 in this picture. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And at the time when you were 28, you were 30. Having been married at that point, like you were, Runa as my mid-20s to late 20s to mid-30s, early 30s. It's different for us.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know. There's these things of what married life should look like, and these ideas that I don't personally agree with.
Yeah.
Some of them. So I don't know what it's going to look like when I eventually do get married.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And I can't wait. I want to hear what Nomi has to say about this. And there's something that I sent, actually. I will send it to everyone else.
Okay. So just to cue people in terms of what we're going to be speaking about, because we just don't want to bluff with what marriage is and what we think is. So as I've mentioned that Leslie Blake will be joining us at 9 o'clock, right, on the call, because she is a professional in the space, deals with family affairs. She's an attorney. She also has her own firm, right? So for today, we're going to be talking to her about community of property and prenuptial agreement. Is it possible for you that you can change your agreement that you have with your spouse, whether we go from community of property to prenuptial? And another thing, there is a conversation that has been going on right there, which is ilobola. Do you automatically become under community of property if you have paid lobola? And another thing, there is what we call customary law and the common law. And those laws, do they apply in SA or they don't? Don't worry, Leslie will be joining us and she will be walking us through. If you're somebody who is, of course, looking forward to getting married, we are going to get the right advices and the right, of course, tips from a professional herself. Right, some of the comments are coming through right there on YouTube. And then I see Stranger at a Good Morning Vooka Nation, hashtag Sivugile on this beautiful Thursday, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. I mean, I wouldn't like you to call you Stranger. I mean, I would kindly like you to change your name, and like your real name, right? So that I am Mweketi, I have Nomi right here, I have Musi, I have Mr. B, right? This is the Vooka team.
It's nano influencers
who are coming in right here. I get Stranger,
hi man,
right? And then Miss Q comes through saying, "Hi Musi, hi Musi."
Hello Miss Q Rams.
Can I use her voice?
Hello Miss. No, stop. Hello Miss Q Rams.
How she would sound?
How does she sound?
Right? Hi Musi. But yeah, of course,
hello,
that's
Miss
a hi
Q
Musi.
Rams.
But yeah, man, we know that we always do that checkups. And of course, someone who's just joined us right here is Nomi P. Very good morning to you, Nomi. And how are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Vooka Nation.
Yeah.
I'm doing very well. How are you guys doing?
Oh, man, we are excited.
Not too bad.
You guys
Not
are
too
talking
bad.
about my favorite topic.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know if you looked. There's something that I sent to her, Mo.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's actually by Jay Shetty.
Ooh.
It's by Jay
my
Shetty.
man.
And I thought of you when I came across this. And I sent it to her. I want to hear what she thinks.
wonder what
So
it
the concept
says.
that Jay Shetty talks about is something that we've explored, Nomi and I and Mr. D, right? The idea of having a soulmate.
Yeah.
And you're one of those people who completely
believe
in soulmates, right?
Right.
But Jay Shetty goes that and says, in your life, I don't think everyone is meant to necessarily have one soulmate. And what he says is that because of the vibrations that we emit and that we have, right, and the different stages that we go through in our lives, you're most probably going to fall in love 3 times. And you're
As
going
you
to
grow.
bounce between the 3 stages, I guess, or these 3 kinds of love.
Body count?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, so it's not sexual
For people.
things. 3 kinds of love that you're going to experience, right? If memory serves well, he says the first one is going to be a very fiery one.
Okay.
So this one is igniting, it's sparking, it's fiery, it's high vibrations, it's there.
Yeah.
Because it's new.
Yeah.
It's the first time, right? The second one he mentions is that it's the candle. This one is slow burning.
Yo, I
Okay.
saw that.
Right,
Yeah.
this one is quite steady and takes time, and chances are you're the one who's going to leave this kind of love because it's not giving you what you are expecting and what you're wanting, right? And the third and last one, and absolutely not the least whatsoever, is the mirror. This one is the one that confronts you.
Yep.
Okay.
This one is the one that tells you the truth about yourself that you don't want to hear.
Why do I need a relationship to do that for me?
Right? No. It's not aggressive. It's not in your face.
Okay.
But this is the kind of person who will tell you, Nomfundo, there is 1, 2, and 3 that you do, and I don't think you realize it about yourself. And it's actually a catalyst in your life. And
So
these are
that means
truths.
I'm not self-aware then.
Not necessarily. Exactly. Exactly.
No, but like for you to survive in a relationship, there's a certain degree of self-awareness that is needed.
Yes.
So that one for me, I'm sorry, I disregard that third one to say it's a mirror, because if I am self-aware, I know my shortfalls, I know my strengths as well. I don't need my partner to point that out for me.
Validate for
Do you think that we're all constantly and continuously
Growing.
recognizing and coming to coming to terms
with who we are.
with all our shortfalls and our shortcomings?
Not necessarily, because sometimes you might not be aware. But how I feel, back to me being pro soulmates, ne? You evolve with this person, you grow with this person, you change with this person, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's always going to be roses and nice. Sometimes when I'm growing, you might be left behind, and I would have to then carry you through, and those years are not the most beautiful years of the relationship. Those years are your make or break. But also, love is kind, love is patient. Therefore, I have to be patient. So understanding time and season is not only important in your life, but it's also important in relationships. To say this is his season of, and this is time of.
Partnership, man. I think it's the most important thing, just being in a partnership with someone whereby, everything that you guys do is according to the understanding of, okay, this is where we are going to move in our life. Because Colin, when you're speaking about body counts, he said there is the level of you being with people out there, and there's what we call pair bonding. If your pair bonding is dead, you're going to struggle with finding connection with the right person in your life. So he said that applies only to women. So if you will have multiple partners, throughout your journey, your lifetime, there is what we call pair bonding. And if it's above 9, if I'm not mistaken, if it's above 9,
then you're really bad.
Then your connection is bad. Network yakho iyalahla nje everywhere you go.
So sure, Collins, there's some truth, but I also think it happens to guys, because from a personal experience, you know, when you play dice, it does affect your ability to connect with your partner.
When you
play dice.
How? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a dice.
We're talking about what I'm thinking, like dice.
Yeah, I'm a dice.
The ones they play.
Yes, you will now.
How does
you win? You win, you lose.
Being the only girl.
I'm a dice, guys. When you play, I'm a dice, right?
Sometimes I'll poop.
I'm only
it does affect your ability to connect with your partner because, mind you, for some reason they have to compete with a perfect imaginary partner. So, but now imagine if it's physical. Which now you've got a high body count as a guy. It does affect your ability to connect with your partner. So I think it flows both ways.
Yep. So that's why you have to practice retention, guys. Retention is very important.
No, but here's the thing, guys. I said it, I think a month, if not 2 months ago, and I said it to TC, I said it to Afriberry, guys. There are just some things that are innately too different about the functionality of man and woman.
Yeah.
Right. And yes, I agree with you, Mr. B. Body count goes both ways, and this is not me trying to condone Horomachit. I can do whatever they want. Because I know personally, I don't do that. I don't believe in that, right? But body count to men and women is slightly different. In the sense that I would say that to men it's slightly a bit more elevated and slightly a bit more affecting when the girl's body count is slightly higher. Let's make an example. How many kids can you have in a year?
1.
Yeah. How many kids can I have in a year?
5, 6.
100. Right? And by virtue of that, it means we're different. And we can't necessarily, I don't think to an extent, and it wants us to sit down and explore and dissect and we'll do it on another day, right? But the point that I'm trying to make here is that
very long.
If your body count as a lady is slightly elevated, to me, man, it affects.
Body count is the same.
So for me, or for guys, or for the male species, past slightly matters more to future. To women, it's the opposite. Future slightly matters more than past, because you're looking to say, you understand, Indota yami must, Indota yami izo, you were showing us pictures and we won't go into it, but you were showing us pictures last week and you were saying this was your like nice comfortable era at the point, right? And you were settled, you were like, yeah man, I see where we're going, right? But he chances are was probably wondering, how many people did you sleep with? Hey, who feel what's weekend? Do you get what I'm trying to say? And thus, you don't know this girl, you don't know her past, you've never been with her. It's like, fed. It's fine. I don't even want to know. Yes. But with Mr. P, let's be honest. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
So that's the concept for me. But we'll explore another day.
Yeah.
We will.
I beg to differ. Okay. Body count is the same for both females and males. And for me, I associate body count with soul ties.
Yeah.
So the soul knows no gender. It's the same for everyone. You having multiple partners will eventually affect you one way or the other. It does not necessarily exempt you simply because you're a man to say now this soul tie is not going to affect you negatively. In fact, soul ties are strong because you get a 60-year-old man getting drunk one Sunday and being like, I still miss Nomsa that I had a relationship with in high school, which is like 50 years later, but you know, your soul is still, I always say this, even a one-night stand. It's a soul tie.
It's and ties, guys.
Even with the one-night stand, I always say, not that I'm being judgmental, but a lot of people say I am. It doesn't end on that one night. You meet a random stranger at a club, you become intimate. It doesn't end there.
Yeah.
That soul has tainted you and will follow you. It may not be easily seen, but it's the tiny things. It's the temper. It's things in your spirit. Life is so spiritual. It will change you.
So a weird analogy, that the guys uses in terms of connection and connecting with someone is, I get when you are connected to the Wi-Fi live studio, and the further you move away, it disconnects. That's how many guys feel to say, whatever that happened right there, the connection that happened there, the tide that happened there, it's going to be untied the minute I move and I become so far away from
under the history. Nice. I love your analogy.
Yeah.
On the history of my phone, will it ever be erased unless if I say forget? If I say forget, that's you deleting a soul tie, right? Soul ties can be what is it? Deleted. There is a way to end a soul tie.
Yeah, and a swash.
No, not necessarily. Whatever. Are we going into the word now? Whatever we bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Yeah. So we can still break it even with words.
Yeah, because I wanted you to continue with that. So whatever we bind on earth is bound in heaven.
Everywhere.
And whatever we loose on earth is also loosed in heaven.
But if you repent, because breaking a soul tie is also part of repentance.
Yeah.
You are forgiven.
Yep.
But if you don't break it, back to the Wi-Fi analogy. If I'm walking around like Soweto, my phone will pick up to say I once connected
with this person. Yeah.
There is something that, guys, you may not know it. Depression. These things are spiritual.
Yeah.
If I were to get intimate with someone who has mental health issues, it might not manifest itself as depression, but anxiety. If you visit all those things, some of them are caused by soul ties.
Yes.
Because your soul is, in fact, even you find that abanye don't have ubizo, but because you were intimate with someone on ubizo, now you have a confusion. You don't know whether it's a calling, whether it's not a calling. Where is it coming from? Your parents can't even trace it to say, in the family we once had a sangoma, and the next thing people are saying you're faking it. Not necessarily. It's because you've touched a soul that deals with such things.
Yep. And no entry. But no entry when you're
no, we will explore. But look, keep it locked right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show as we get into all things, right? National Internet Day. Ooh, guys, the things we see off camera here.
Yesterday we didn't go live.
Yeah.
It was National Curves Day.
Curves.
Oh, I'm glad we weren't live. I'm so glad we weren't live.
CURV.
Yeah, CURVE.
Yeah.
Why are we celebrating those things?
Curves. I even curves.
No, but that's an African staple for women.
Sarapat man.
Staple,
If we had a Sarapat Day, then I would.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, today it is today. And today in history, something happened, and this day recognizes, Sarapat man. We know that it also commemorates, black women being under oppression and things like that, abuse. So today, yes, it is the day of Sarapat. I mean, it is a coincidence that yesterday it was Curves Day.
I even
curves natural, man.
Yes, they are.
What is that? Is that fat? Is muscles?
No, it's body shape, man. Relax.
What are you trying to say about
Relax,
bodies? Are you body shaming?
No, I'm not saying anything.
The ones from Turkey are not real. It's fat. Yeah. It's fat that has been extracted from Brazil.
Turkey.
I don't know, but I know Turkey.
No, the ones that are manufactured in Brazil.
Okay. Wow.
BBL.
Yes. Those ones, they act like, I would love to do a mommy makeover.
Ooh, okay.
But
BBL.
Not necessarily, but tummy tag. I'm happy with my body.
Okay.
But tummy tag. Yeah. So they take fats from, let's say, arms, and then they put it in your curves.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Interesting, man.
Very, very interesting. The time right about now, 18 minutes after the hour, 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. It is the 29th of October. My brew, we're like 2 days away from the last day of October. And of course, we're also 2 days away from it being 60 days until the year ends. Today we're celebrating the 302nd day of the year. That's crazy. How are we 300 days in?
This year went by really
It did.
fast.
It did.
My 1K a whole.
Why my 1K? Guys, this thing of 1Ks and 2Ks is not gonna end.
Why?
But we have so much more in store for you this morning. Of course, we're gonna give you all things that have occurred and taken place throughout the entirety of history, and some of the days that we're celebrating. Not only Internet Day, but World Stroke Day is also being celebrated throughout the entirety of the world today. And so don't change that dial. Stay tuned with us. I'm seeing quite a few comments having come through. Kholofelo saying, morning, not this rain, disturbing my morning exercise. The Vooka studio. Come through.
Sorry,
Come
man.
through. Come through.
Man,
Come
sorry.
through, right? But
yeah, there was a comment that came from Miss Q.
Miss Q Rams said, hi Musi. But Miss Q Rams says, I agree with Musi. Marriage should be based on what you and your partner want it to be and enjoy each other at your own pace. I love that.
That's true.
Yep.
I love that. And
It's beautiful.
like, let go or disconnect from this societal mindset of what marriage should look like.
Absolutely.
Right? I love that. And then Kholofelo is actually someone who has been saying she wants to come through to the studio
She must
with
come
her husband.
Okay.
Woman has married people. So maybe Bakata as a couple so that we can explore a bit more. And then Mbali came through saying, I'm happy. No, I didn't go to school, not because I didn't want to. I need to study. Mbali.
Study
Study
hard
break.
and
You have
study
to.
smart.
You have to completely. Hello, Smami. Smami came through saying, good morning, Vooka Nation. Hashtag Sivugile, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. She then comes back. She says, Mo, stranger is my daughter, Uratile. I always forget to switch accounts because we are using the same device for YouTube. Okay.
And I wonder if you the one who deleted her comment.
Her comment
'Cause
the
she
last
came
time,
through
about
and
2
said-
weeks ago, I think.
No, even now I saw her coming through saying I'm happy today, and I just wanted to come
Aye,
and
man.
tell you guys that I'm happy. Yeah, I mean that the comment vanished right here, but
Okay.
I saw the comment. But if you are a happy stranger, we are also happy.
How about Uratile?
Uratile.
Aye, man.
Stranger things. Huh?
Stranger days. And then Zinzi comes through saying, a good morning to you all Vooka team and the Vooka Nation. Sila and Sivugile on this gloomy Wednesday morning. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And then she comes back and she says, happy midweek to you all and have a blessed day.
Yeah.
She then says, a very interesting conversation this morning. Are you guys trying to fix the country? Hashtag Tumamina.
Madlanga
Mo.
Commission. Siyalungisa.
The Vooka Commission.
Yeah.
You see what I did? Hey, come on,
Vooka
brother.
Commission.
And then she says, love that, Musi. Future slightly matters more than past.
Ooh. The past defines your
Both
future.
matter. But future obviously will always surpass past, but your past always matters.
Yes.
It also
Guys,
matters.
it's true because even Jesus, there was a woman that was about to be stoned because of indlela zakhe. I won't say what it was, but
Yeah.
washo ukuthi lo guy man.
Yekana lo muntu.
If ungenasono,
Sekasindisiwe man.
strike the first door.
Sekasindisiwe. Umuntu right manje emphakathini. Seka
Honestly,
umuntu
it's
right.
twisting this.
No,
Like,
not
for
twisting.
example, if you were a criminal, it will, like,
It stays with you.
it stays with you.
Yeah.
The fact that you have a criminal
But are you gonna
record,
judge me on my
even
past
though you,
and not and
even
not
though
on who I
you
am
were
right now.
given like ushwele and you're out in the community, now you're going to church, now suddenly you're a pastor,
Yeah.
the community will always treat you as a criminal. Well, some will always reference the fact that you were once a criminal because your past always stays with you. If you have 10 kids, oh my goodness, it is going to
Aye,
stay
but
with you
John.
that you have 10 kids. Even if you marry me and you're a faithful husband.
Yeah.
But that's a continuous thing. I don't think that specific analogy applies.
That's
Ubona
still your
umntana-
past. Those kids are from
but
your past.
They are there now. They're
When you
living
were
now,
promiscuous, when you were a Casanova.
Yeah, promiscuity and having kids like now in the present now.
But it's still a part of your past.
They are my seeds.
Who's this guy that runs the magazine? Yeah, Hugh.
Hugh Hefner.
So you'll judge me if I've changed my ways. I used to be Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
Playboy Mansion, I will judge you.
Wow.
No, but that's in the past, man. Let's
Good
forget.
Lulile.
Yeah,
Kufitile.
but it's your past.
Yes, but
the
it's
past
that's why
defines
about
your
it
future.
past.
The past defines
But
the
it matters
future.
if it's in your future,
let's make
guys.
one last analogy, right? Let's talk about Jim Crow laws. We talk about the civil rights movement. We talk about the apartheid era. We talk about, right?
Does
We're
it not affect us now?
It does.
Yeah.
That's I was about to say. We're not saying that it doesn't affect and it doesn't inform us as to how we should do things now. But are we going to dwell? Are we still there? Are we still in 1945
Yes,
when
we've
apartheid
moved
was
on,
instituted
but
in South
the
Africa?
inequalities of those times still affect us
They
even now.
inform us now,
No
right?
matter how much we try
But are we
to
still
redress
dwelling?
the past, it will still
Are we
affect
still
us.
saying, yeah, Makhoa, hey? Are we still
We're
saying?
not dwelling in it, but it affects us. Truth
I am
is,
not
truth of the
dwelling.
matter. Look at
Yeah.
it this way: you are in matric. In fact, this applies to someone at this study break. Ne?
Yeah.
Take school seriously. You're in matric right now, and in fact, not even matric. You're in grade 9. You don't take school seriously, right? Automatically, you've cut a part of your life out, because if you don't do well in maths, if you don't do well in science, chances are in grade 10 you're not going to go kuleso streamless.
Yeah.
Therefore, you being an analytical chemical engineer, 10 years from now it will affect you.
Yep.
You being an accountant,
Can I still
it will
not be
still
able to achieve
affect you. It would be difficult. You would be able to achieve it because we can't say no. You can always go back and fix that, but it will always be there. Ugusi, in grade 9 you played
Yeah.
with
So let's say
Isikole,
when I'm
and in grade
26,
10 you couldn't do these subjects.
Let's say I am 16, I am in grade 10, fast forward 10 years later, and I do achieve it.
You do achieve it, but it's going to take time as compared to someone who
Let's say
didn't
it's
go
easy.
kuleo
Let's say
route
I
today.
somehow, because things are possible.
It will
I
always
mean,
stay with you.
Yeah, but let's say
those
I do achieve.
those years wasted, they count.
You
Sure.
made a decision back in that time.
Yeah,
and
they
it's
count.
affecting you right
Guys,
now.
Yeah,
it
but
will
I
always
am now.
count.
I am that CA now.
Yeah.
But I'm a 26-year-old
But if you look
CA.
back-
I'm driving a BM and I have a house and
You
I'm stable.
could have been a
and I'm
CA
actually
at 21,
fair, granted.
and those 4 or 5 years.
If out of
But I
10
am
people
now.
did the same thing like you, how many will progress and become CAs? And we know.
No, but
already-
in
yeah.
reality, how many people actually do that?
Exactly.
Because most of them, you stuck now in government and you have a job that you don't like,
Yep.
and you keep saying your system is down because you don't want to work simply because in grade 9 you didn't take life seriously with your studies. So it's the same thing. Your past will always matter in the future, in the now.
Yeah, the past defines your future. I don't know what you think right there. Come through on our comment section by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or send us your voice note on 0604933226. We have a voice note from Miss Q. Let us hear what she has to say. And this voice note, of course, is not from her, but it's from her mama. So let's hear it.
Nice.
Molweni nonke torho ndim. Sisweni nozipho mama kaQueen. Hey bana lungalibali hle ihlo ukuthi uthe ufuna ukubuyela ecaweni ndikukhumbuze hlenyana nami. Uyonibulisa nosisi wami Sisithembi nozipho la ukhona yo. Hayi uNkulunkulu ukublessile shem ngabafana bakho. Sizobakhulekisa ngaso sonke isikhathi if iphumelele le program yakho.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Vanilla, on Sunday you're going to church.
Come on, man. I love that. I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
In fact, manje every morning sisizokwenza njalo.
Do you want to pray
guys,
for us?
let's pray. Thank you, Lord, for the day of today. Thank you for this weather. We pray in Jesus' name, amen.
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 I don't know
Amen.
about the weather.
I
but-
don't know about the
Yeah.
I don't know about the weather,
Siyabonga, ma.
but we are grateful.
Yeah,
Hey,
siyabonga,
Miss
ma.
Q and your mom. Hey, man, Mo.
She also sent a voice note from her and her daughter as well, man, saying we appreciate seeing Mr. B on TV.
Yeah.
Mr. B is on TV.
Can I tell you, guys, Mo? I offered to tell my on Saturday. Hey, what queen you have worked? What queen you have mapule? Guys, how about Momo show? I never felt we're gonna stream for like 5 hours, but I love the energy, man.
Buddy, sure,
I love the
sure.
energy. Yo, hey, hi, Bonjalo. Yo, but it was so cool, man. It was so cool. But anyway, I'm gonna go have time right now. It's 28 minutes after the hour, 8 o'clock, and we're actually supposed to go through 1 or 2 news headlines,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Things that have been making the news. In the likes of the 2 girls who lost their lives due to nightlife and 10,000 being spent on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. I know. So, of course, man, let us digest that information as we take a short break. But, Omar just reminded me, hey, this platform, man, hey, people will find you easily to say, how Kiyom Shima knows that. Then they send a voice note to say, hey, when I'm fana. But yeah, we love it, man. Keep those voice notes coming right here. 28 minutes past 8. It is the time. Let us take a short break. We will be back shortly.
We stayed up till the morning, talking till the first light of dawn. Just like that, without no warning, it hit me so hard. Oh, I'm so sorry, girl, I didn't mean to. I done messed it up again. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. What am I supposed to do right now? Baby, I'm falling for you. What I would do for you to love me too. No, I can't hide it no more. What I would do for you to love me too. Try to tell what you were thinking, what you might feel for me. And I know that we've been out drinking. Maybe this ain't for real. Oh, I'm so sorry, girl, I didn't mean to. I done messed it up again. Yeah, I'm sorry if I crossed the line. What am I supposed to do right now? Baby, I'm falling for you. What I would do for you to love me too. Oh, no, I can't hide it no more. What I would do for you to love me too. Baby, I'm falling for you. And what I would do for you to love me too. Ooh, baby, I'm falling for you. What I would do for you to love me too. No, I can't hide it no more. What I would do for you to love me too.
32 minutes after the hour 8 o'clock, and let us give you your news recap. Starting out with the first one, 2 young women murdered in Mamelodi, and the community mourns deeply. What happened is the Mamelodi East community is reeling after the brutal murder of 2 young cousins, Tiamo and Baleseng Moramaga, whose bodies were discovered earlier this week. Both were in university students, described by loved ones as full of life and ambition. A suspect has been arrested, and the police have opened a double murder investigation. So the killings have reignited national outrage over the gender-based violence, a persistent crisis in South Africa. Community members gathered for vigils demanding justice and improved safety for women. Government and civil leaders condemned the crime, with activists calling for harsher sentencing and greater protection measures for women and girls in the townships. So what's next right now is The case will move to the Mamelodi Magistrate Court, where the suspect is expected to make a first appearance this week. Police continue gathering forensic evidence while the community plans a memorial march to honor the victims and amplify calls for justice and accountability. So many bad things are taking place and happening in our country, and I just feel so sorry for the parents of the 2 girls, man.
Yeah, ne?
You know, and when I saw this headline, I was so, I felt, I don't know how to even explain the feeling, because these girls were just, left there lying, with their blood all over the floor. And the mother came also to just to clean some of the allegations, to say, guys, my girls, they didn't go there and they were not killed because of the bail that was unsettled or the alcohol that they bought them, right? She said something different, which she said the girls were going out to have fun, and she knows them. Those girls, they are bubbly, and it's something that they would never do when they go to a social setting like that, right? So we just hope that, justice will be prevailed with everything that is happening right now.
Also, can I just say, can we stop posting lifeless bodies?
Yeah.
On social media.
Definitely, I agree.
I remember there was a celebrity that was shot and killed in Durban, and also his body, lifeless body, was like, no, man, let's not do that.
Please.
Even for trends and meter payments, it's not nice.
Yeah. And of course, man, if any developments come, we will let you know what has happened to those suspects that were called into action. And then on the last headline that we have, a father demands justice after his child dies in elevator fall. So Kaya Dlamini, a Durban father, is demanding justice following the tragic death of his 7-year-old son Aphelele, who fell into an elevator shaft at a residential building. His daughter, who was also injured, remains in critical conditions. The incident occurred after a reported mechanical malfunction. Police have launched an investigation and CCTV footage is being analyzed. So the tragedy sparked renewed concerns about building safety standards and maintenance negligence in public and private facilities. Resident claims that the lift had been faulty for weeks, with the complaints allegedly ignored by property management company. The incident mirrors several past elevator related accidents across South Africa, highlighting the gaps in urban infrastructure oversight. And I also have the video right here with me of the father, telling the public in terms of how he feels and what must be done going on forward. So let me play the video quickly so that we can hear what the father shared with the
I'll never forget it. It's something that I'm going to live with all my life. So there was blood all over the face, blood coming out from the nose, the mouth, my son even from the eyes. There was no barricades, there is not even a signage. All the tape was put in just after the accident. Everything that is there now that you see was put in just after. I don't know where are my kids' shoes. Since I'm going to the mall today, I should have my son's shoes. When the police opened there, I was hoping to find them. The shoes are not there. It's the only sign I have. So, yeah. He was a smart kid. He was doing very well at school. He was getting A's, actually both of them.
Yep, as you see right there on your screen, that is very deep and saddening. So what's next is police will release a report once the CCTV footage analysis is complete. The Department of Labor is expected to conduct an independent safety inspection, and legal experts anticipate a possible civil lawsuit against the building's management. The community has organized a memorial service for Aphelele this weekend.
Also, can we just talk about how building managers or property owners don't take this maintenance issue seriously. Like, you get people that are renting, I'm a tenants, consistently complaining, hey homie, this is like, there's a whole lot of other incidents that were going on at home. Allegedly, this is not the first death, by the way. It's just that this one gained a lot of traction, but the others didn't even get justice. And you find that a lot of tenants will bring this to the attention of the maintenance guy or the maintenance team, and for them it's just a matter of not willing to make payments for such things, because this could have easily been avoided. Like, all you have to do is just pay for monthly maintenance. These buildings are old buildings. They're not being maintained on a regular basis. Some of them are being maintained once after 3 years, or only if there is an incident like this. Why does it have to take losing a life for you to,
step up?
In Joburg, how many buildings are old and not well maintained? You find that even the pipes, like, there was a video, Waras, I'm not sure if you were showing me that video a couple of weeks ago, and he was just saying how difficult it is to maintain some buildings in Joburg because you have like 10 people that are occupying a space for 4 people.
The DJ Waras,
Yes,
I remember.
But also he mentioned how the pipes are old pipes that have not been maintained. All of that means we're drinking water that is contaminated because those pipes are not, like, building property owners and building managers need to take indaba maintenance seriously.
True.
And shout out to Durbanites for standing up for the Dlamini twins. And like yesterday, we saw so many people, Abo Wendy Mbata, Oyenzi, influencers from TikTok, Abo Mambovu, going there and actually trying to get the police's attention. Too bad the police ended up shooting them, but at least they got the attention that they needed for this.
Yeah, man, it's just a standing up for what we think it's not good in our communities. And we hope that this, man, will also highlight for some of the things that are taking place in other, provinces, right? And it raises an alarms with these buildings. I mean, right now in Joburg, we're still struggling with these hijacked buildings. And there are a lot of people who are still losing their lives in those buildings, and nothing is being reported. But if anything comes, of course, man, when it comes to the development of this latest headline, we will let you know.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mo, in light of the conversation we're going to have in a couple of minutes, a bit later on, with, the regards to getting married and ilobol and things of that nature, there's a video that I want us to watch very quickly, and then try to hear and see what will spark, or how it will spark us, right? It's in light of not necessarily that close, but think of the story that we just talked about of the two girls from Mamelodi, and the conversation that we're going to have in a short second. So the video will come up on your screen right now. But I want us to watch this. Public perception comes into play here, morality, and quite a few other things, concern or come to concern with regards to this video, man. So I'm not sure. Like, this really challenges how we perceive things as individuals, especially male versus female for me. So it was very interesting, and I thought on a Wednesday like this, especially about, or when we think of the fact that Wednesdays we always try to focus on the conversation and the topic of knowing your rights as an individual, right? It's going to be an interesting one. So do keep sharing your thoughts, your opinions, and everything else across all our social media platforms using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. The conversation still continues on our WhatsApp line. Dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. And you know that you're always being taken care of by myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is Musi Mist, and I'm never alone, man. Hang out with the lovely, ever so beautiful Unami P. Yeah, I love that, man. So the video is ready, and you're about to see it on your screen. So turn up that volume so that you can exactly hear what this one has to offer. Yes, sir.
A man saved a woman who was on the verge of being hit by a car, but was charged with sexual harassment because he made inappropriate contact with her. Police in Los Angeles said 32-year-old Daniel Reed noticed Jessica Moore stepping into the street while looking at her phone. A car was racing toward her seconds away from impact. Daniel reacted instantly, A man saved a woman who was on the verge of being hit by a car, but was charged with sexual harassment because he made inappropriate contact with her. Police in Los Angeles said 32-year-old Daniel Reed noticed Jessica Moore stepping into the street while looking at her phone. A car was racing toward her seconds away from impact. Daniel reacted instantly, grabbing her and pulling her out of the way just before the vehicle passed. Surveillance footage later confirmed that his actions had prevented a major accident. However, Jessica later filed a complaint stating that Daniel's actions were inappropriate and violated her personal boundaries. Her legal team argued that no one has the right to touch another person without consent, even in an emergency situation. The case has triggered nationwide debate. Millions online argue that Daniel should be recognized for his quick thinking rather than punished for it. Others insist that physical boundaries must still be respected regardless of intent. Legal experts say the case will likely hinge on intent and public morality, raising questions about where the line should be drawn between consent and heroism. Daniel has maintained that his only intention was to save a life.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Guys,
It's crazy.
why?
It's crazy. Look, I don't know how old this video is or how old the story is.
Yeah.
And whether or not it is a factual thing that happened, right? Because you know that AI has taken over these days and
Yeah.
things can be doctored and things can be put together. But I love how the reporter says it challenges public morality and public perception versus intent,
Yeah.
right?
Drawing the line between intent and heroism. We shouldn't even be having this
The
conversation.
conversation.
It shows how sick the world is
Yeah.
and how entitled we are right now because
Yeah.
he saved her life. And as someone who is into criminal cases, I can already tell he's going to win the case because the intention to cause bodily harm
Yeah.
was never there.
Yep.
The intention was to save her. So because of lack of dolus, which is intention, he can't be charged for
Yeah.
sexual harassment because he didn't have the intention. And for you not having the intention, that's not a crime.
I mean, even the nice thing is there is a dash cam. I mean, professionals, when you're looking at that as an expert, you wouldn't say you are harassing this person. I mean, come
And
on,
how
guys.
is it sexual harassment?
Because you came into my space and you touched me without consent.
So you know, this one, it reminds me.
Yeah.
Grabbing the
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of something that I saw, of course, on TikTok. It happened in China, whereby a teacher passed on. And she required, resuscitation. So this male teacher stepped on because people were panicking. And then the teacher went there and, did the CPR,
Resuscitated.
and then she came back.
Sexually harassed.
And then
me.
a case was opened against her.
It's entitlement. it's for me. It is entitlement.
Yeah.
Because all you have to say is thank you. You saved my life.
Yes.
There is proof there that had he not done that,
She would have died.
she would have
She would have
died.
died.
So are you then saying you are better off dead than being saved by a stranger?
That's the implication.
Only because he held you in an uncomfortable. Of course, it's going to be uncomfortable.
that's
Yeah.
Of course, it's
implication.
flights or fights,
Yep.
and you don't necessarily think things through because you're just like, how can I save this person's life? So you don't want to hold their arms just because holding their upper body will be uncomfortable. You don't think of those things because you're not even intending to touch them in a way that is
Yes.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Your intention is saving a life, and I feel like he should be recognized as a hero for that.
Yeah, I mean, going back to this
mouth
one.
to mouth.
Yo.
Ngigrand, although phela ngizocasuka mangivula amehlo.
I mean, it's not
But-
like it's a kiss, guys.
Yeah,
like,
but you saved my life.
Bakfagumoya. Why would you open a case and say it's harassment because Bakfagumoya? I mean, it's different when roles are swapped. When it's a woman now,
Public
doing
morality,
this.
my guy. It's crazy how
Yeah,
you
it goes
perceive
back to
things.
what you were saying.
It's crazy how you perceive things. Firstly, as a society, right?
Yeah.
And thus, I always strive. TC knows this, guys. Know me. I've been saying this since the beginning of the year, guys. We need to strive to be individuals in society who shy away and stay away from this thing. Umphakathi uthi, amajita athi,
What is right?
abangani bathi. What do you say? Worrying when as an individual? That's the thing, right? Because we've constructed our lives to be bound and to adhere to societal norms.
Yeah.
And we've become so desensitized as a society, as individuals of the society. And I get a society, I don't just mean in South Africa, I mean the world throughout.
The world, yeah.
Because you find things in the black society in South Africa, it's the same thing in the ghetto somewhere in the USA.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So we need to strive to be individuals who are self-thinking.
Yeah.
And being I'm not saying or implying that we need to be selfish. No,
Don't be
no.
selfish.
That's not what I'm saying.
Be selfless.
But I'm saying yes. I'm saying be able to think on your own behalf. Where not only one. Say me, I, myself.
Individual thinker.
It's not easy. Sorry, Nomi, because you get a couple by alwa, you intervene by calling the cops, and then that person knows ukuthi ufonela amaphoyisa now umuntu wami uboshiwe because of you, right? Yeah. There was a movie I was watching back in the days where this girl, I think she was suffering from hyperthermia. Ne?
Okay.
So because of bodily heat, the guy takes off impahla zakhe and then he cuddles with her.
Yeah.
So imagine when she comes back to consciousness. Wenzani
nawe? Ungenzeni nawe? Awungenzile. Uyangaka kwenza. Awungenzile. I love that video. But yeah, look, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, and I think we need to really recalibrate our minds as individuals in society, in our neighborhoods, and try to really denote what certain things mean. Yeah. We have come to a point in our lives, or just in life in general, where subjectivity is such a huge thing now.
Yeah.
Almost every other thing is subjective more. Everything is subjective. And I've seen how I have suffered from that myself.
Yeah.
That's why I bring it home first with me. And I love how Candace Owens stands on this.
Ooh,
I love how Charlie Kirk also stood on this in his very short 30 plus minus years of life. Though they do have some things that I might not necessarily agree with absolutely completely. But one of the things that they share in common is there are objective truths in the world.
Yeah.
True.
There are objective truths. And one that I stand with is saying, guys, this thing of saying 100 genders, guys, there's no such. An objective truth is there's only a boy and a girl in the world.
Yeah.
And there are other objective truths. And, I don't want to get into
Let me ask you guys
things.
a question.
Sure.
Do you think instances like the video we've just watched are the reason why umphakathi is very reluctant in helping people abasenkingeni? For
Yes,
example,
completely.
Josie, people just look at you
When you get robbed, yes.
No matter how much you scream, they will continue with their lives.
Yeah.
Do you think lezi zinto ekanje where instances like this have led to people just being on some I'm minding my own business?
I would
Have
say
contributed
yes also.
completely.
I would say
completely.
yes.
We have
Yeah.
become a people and a society who are very reluctant to helping each other, right? And if I don't know you, it's none of my business.
Yeah.
Also, maybe we should narrow down the interpretation of law, because sometimes people misunderstand the law, or rather misuse the law.
Yeah.
Because there is no way that would have been an instance of sexual harassment.
Yeah.
It's just the law enables people.
Yes.
The law also allows people to be very entitled. Because now you're saying it's your space. You're in a public space. Your life was in danger. We don't have time for saying you were in my space.
Yes.
You're in a public road. You are not entitled to your own space in the road as a pedestrian.
It's like what happened to us on Sunday. So it's a stadium. And the guy walking from Mvagwetu, he still has the notion that modula in between people akumelanga ungene phakathi nendawo. But we're in a public space. My reasoning is, dude, how do we
can't avoid
ensure
yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, and these are some of the conversations we need to have, man. And that's why I say that
honestly, objectively.
Yep.
And that's the thing. The other thing is that a lot of people can't get to a place where they are completely, well, not completely, but a high functioning level of objectivity.
Yeah.
I've seen it, bro. Like, people will bring in their emotions, their feelings into conversations, and people can't be objective. People can't just say, okay, I'm removing myself from myself. Let's have
Don't
a decent
be easily
conversation.
offended.
You know,
Be
so
objective.
it's a very, very, very difficult thing for a lot of individuals to do. So, talk to us. Keep sharing your thoughts and your opinions. Sorry about that. Across all our social media platforms using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. But it still continues on our WhatsApp line. Send through your voice notes. Fana no mamaga Miss Q Rams, all right? Usis Nosy. And share your thoughts with us. We want to really, really hear from you. Dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. Comment, like, subscribe, and do the things that are necessary to be done so that you and I and Nomi and Mo and of course Mr. P and the rest of the Vooka Nation and the Vooka team can keep on sharing our thoughts, our opinions, and everything else in between. Simami came through before the earlier break saying, yes, that was me, Mo. Naki happy today. I love that.
Man, we extend that happiness again to you.
I love that.
Special K.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your happiness is our happiness.
Okay, I see you. Mr. P. And then Mam Temi comes through saying, and this is after the voice note we listened to, right?
Yeah.
She says, thank you, Nosy. I miss you guys so much. Ah, man.
We are
connecting. Yeah, we are connecting people.
Yeah, man. It's internet is right here,
there
guys.
We go, Mr.
Right?
Mo, I love that. And then hey, TK Hector Takalani coming through saying, good morning, Mavuga Amahle to the Vooka Nation.
Good morning,
hey.
TK.
How's it going, my brother?
Yeah,
I see you, man. So this man, those are some of the headlines that we wanted to share with you on this lovely Wednesday. Okay, not so lovely for me anyway. It's not such a it's rainy, man. It's gloomy, it's cold, it's rainy.
Amen.
No.
Good things can happen in this weather, man.
No.
Good things happen in this weather.
No.
Trust me.
Here's the thing. I'm one of those people who's very adamant about loving the warm season and completely dreading and hating the cold season. But the one thing that I don't appreciate about the warm season is this kind of weather that we're experiencing today.
Yeah.
So the wind, the rain.
But it's necessary, because it was hot yesterday. So we're cooling off.
I'm not saying it's not necessary, and I'm not saying that we don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm saying I would do without it. I'm completely happy. I'm okay with not.
Good things happen under this weather,
man.
They do. I mean, coffee. You make coffee, blankets.
Coffee. I don't drink coffee or tea.
Eh?
I don't drink coffee or tea.
What do you drink? Beer on a cold day. What?
Why do you say it like that? Don't villainize it. Beer. It's not beer. It's beer. No. Yeah, don't villainize it. Okay, imagine me villainizing
What is
wine.
the reason you don't like
wine?
Yippee, man.
Or pussy wine. Exactly.
No, I drink coffee.
Exactly.
I can't start the day without a cup of coffee.
Exactly.
No, I don't. So here's the thing. Growing up, I didn't drink coffee or tea at all from a very young age. Like in Sazala, I didn't at all.
Okay.
So I don't drink coffee or tea to this day.
Yeah.
And then my brother drank too much coffee and tea growing up. So he also doesn't drink coffee. Not that he hates it, but he just doesn't drink it.
I was like you, but now that I'm old,
you are
I
old.
need coffee.
Ooh,
wow.
I hate tea, but I okay. I'm actually now starting a tea collection, but I used to hate tea as well. But in my benefits.
I mean, you're associating tea and coffee with old age.
Yes.
Why are you doing that? That's when you're disrespecting
the
the
more
community.
energy you need throughout the day. When you wake up, you're just like, oh,
no,
Lord.
man. I mean, coffee is meant, hot beverages are meant to balance the body temperature, right? because someone,
Caffeine?
they are walking to Emakwinyeni. We are kotola, you understand? We are kotola. Then you get home, get comfortable, and then you make yourself some tea.
No, man.
And then immediately when you consume,
no, pussy whiz, kushay short.
You guys know that I hardly sleep, so tea helps me. Like Senna, it helps me with sleeping.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm starting a tea collection. It actually calms you down, by the way.
Try
Chamomile.
No, Chief. I don't need coming.
Try beer.
I don't need to be come down,
Lager.
Chief. I need to be up there. Let's pop up. Let's boogie.
Cappuccino to start
Hey,
the
you
day.
could be Asha. You must pop up, Chief. No, I'm sorry, but I don't drink coffee or tea.
Yeah.
So for me, like like even when it's cold, my brother and I will wake up, have breakfast, and drink juice or cold drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he takes like green tea from time to time. Which is something he started
Very good.
later.
Clears your face.
Yeah.
He started it a bit later on, but I don't drink hot beverages. The only hot beverage that I do take is hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
The
In
hot chocolate
winter,
is-
nakona.
in winter, nakona, not just randomly,
Yeah.
and like very scarcely so. Like when I really want to warm up raise up my body temperature, But yeah, man. So
This is the perfect weather for soup also. Do you do soup? Batung bamudimo.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm a typical black person.
Soup.
What's
choosing.
that supposed to mean?
I'm not a soup person.
No, black people are soup people, bro.
No.
No,
They hate soup.
No,
I mean,
no, siya composer. Composer. Siya composer.
Yeah. I mean, that's a jelly.
Maybe it's because I think butternut soup.
No. Okay, those I don't like.
Yeah.
We had it, I think, in June. You remember in June when we did the 16th of June episode and we were walking around.
When we were walking around.
Yeah, now,
man.
I don't like that. But a few comments coming through onto our comment section on YouTube. TK saying, I trust Mo to go left with the weather. You will hear him.
What's it? Good things happen. Today we have a lawyer because of this weather. Today there was an astronaut. Today there is a doctor. Someone is a doctor.
We would have had a lawyer nonetheless.
Come on, guys. You never die. We multiply.
No, 2 is a cool person. I know he would have come on despite the weather conditions, right? And then TK says, I drink coffee every morning.
Yeah, man. Coffee man.
Coffee every morning.
No, guys.
Thing is, now
guys.
I don't drink coffee because of health reasons, right?
Okay.
Because high caffeine, makes my heart burn and things like that. So I now drink like your rooibos, and and I've heard rooibos ya ufita, yak munya.
What do you mean?
I mean,
Makes you lose weight.
you
Really?
lose weight.
I should
But I
try
don't
it.
believe that.
I don't like rooibos.
You don't like rooibos?
I associate it with old age because my grandmother used to laugh.
Like you have a thing about age, ne?
Yeah.
Like you have a complex.
So I'm always just watching the things that I do. Yeah, must not leave me. Ooh, I hate that.
The time right about now is exactly 9 o'clock on the dot on this not so great, and that's how this conversation started. On this not so great Wednesday morning for me. But I do take cognizance and I do realize that some of you absolutely
Love this
marvel
weather.
and relish at this
We love
weather,
it.
right? So each to their own. It is a Wednesday morning nonetheless. And right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, we try to beat the midweek slump. Vooka, get up, smell the coffee, and let's get going, right? And on a Wednesday morning, the 29th of October, is what we try to give you all-encompassing, compelling, and of course, thought-provoking conversations. So we've been talking for quite some time. Before we get to our conversation and our engagement about all things ulobola and getting married and the things that you have to take into consideration, let's quickly run to the loo, right? Pay our bills and grab yourself a glass of water, rehydrate, a cup of coffee, and then you and I and Mo and the rest of the team and of course Tsunomi will see each other right after this. Cool stuff.
I can feel you there where I once had you all alone. In the back of my mind, I'm under your spell, I can't get out. My heart falls 5 below, and I'm still here. I'm freezing cold, but I will wait. I hold my breath till I turn blue. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow and fly on, baby, please just go.
and down. I'm in a gambling phase. We're going round and round. It's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath. And I don't care if we make a mess. It doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind. And I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide? You're stuck in this situation and let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why. 'Cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind. And I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low. Keep it on the low. 'Cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bona fide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind.
Of course, man, on this beautiful morning, a lot of people are coming in the comment section saying, I am happy. And when you are happy, we are also happy. 5 minutes past 9, it is the time, and it is your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. Good morning, wherever you are listening and watching from. My name is Mweketi Maimane, and of course, man, I'm joined by my great team right here, Musi Mister, together with Nomi P. Of course, man, giving you that morning edition. Are you guys still good? Are you still here?
Mm-hmm.
Because what about
We're
what
loving the weather.
what we are about to jump on right now?
Mm-hmm.
It speaks to most of us. Is any one of us right here married?
That's a trick question.
I'm not. Well, say it's a trick question for
It's
me.
a tricky
I'm not
one,
married, guys. I'm 25 years old.
It's tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky on your side.
Actually, now that I bring up the age thing,
Yeah.
let's talk, guys. Before we jump on to our conversation with Umtu, who's online already. Let's talk marriage when it comes to age. Right? Let's talk marriage when it comes to age, because I hold the notion that anything after high school, all the way to arguably 25, 26 years, I would argue and debate that you're still too young.
I totally agree.
I don't care whether you're a boy or girl.
I agree.
Anything after high school, this is from 18, 19, right? Your late teens. All the way to your mid-20s. This is 24, 25. Stretch it even a bit more to 26. Nagli Musi. And please quote me correctly. Breakfast show. Musi missed. Nagli Musi. I say you're still too young. You're too young.
I definitely agree with that.
Like, you know
There's so
nothing.
many things you haven't been
As a young man, you do not know what it means to be a man at that point in your life.
Yeah.
Or to rather, maybe perhaps, let's say, be a man of value. I don't think you really fully understand what it means to be the man of a household.
Yeah.
And to be a leader in your household. That's just me. That's just what I think.
I'm
and I
also
believe.
looking at it from an assets perspective and money perspective. At that age, you're fresh out of varsity, you're still a young professional, Get yourself an apartment. Know how it feels living alone. Get your assets. Be someone before being with someone. I have to emphasize on that.
Yeah.
Be someone before being with someone, because as someone who got into a situation like that at a young age, I'm speaking from experience. You rather have your own assets, and now that we're going into the marriage conversation, you do have options to protect your assets that you had before marriage. Which with our marriage regimes, we have that, like with accrual, with no accrual, and stuff like that. Like, you're too young. Explore, go out. Get exposed to things, learn, have your own property. You don't need to live there. You can rent it out, you know? Like, invest in yourself, travel the world, meet new people, network, increase your net worth by meeting new people and having like a whole network of people. But don't rush into marriage. It's better in your late 20s or early 30s. You've had fun, you're ready to settle down, and there's nothing wrong with that. And you have assets to your name.
Thank you guys for sharing those sentiments, because right now we're about to have a panel of discussions. Are you married? I am married.
Are you married?
In community? That's in community.
I'd like to explore all of the options. Community and prenuptial.
Settle for in community of property, because if she owes TFG, and then you also owe TFG.
Yeah, her baggage is my baggage, guys. We have to understand that. But with that being said, the panel of discussion we're about to have right now, of course, it includes two professionals, man. We're going to be in conversation with Leslie Blake and Mtutuzeli, the Liberty guy. So right now, let us invite them to the conversation. Let us start with you, Mr. Mtutuzeli. A very good morning to you, my good sir. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, my Vooka breakfast team. What's happening?
So trying to fix. Yeah. Can you hear me, Mr. Mtutuzeli?
Loud and clear. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Can you please, because we didn't hear you at first, how are you doing, my good sir?
No, I'm great, thank you. How's everybody?
Doing good.
Not too bad, man.
Looking forward to get married. That's what we're looking forward to. But of course, let us also jump to Miss Leslie Blake. A very good morning, Miss Leslie. How are you doing this morning?
I'm well, everybody. Nice to see everybody again or hear your beautiful voices.
Absolutely. I'm glad that this conversation, of course, is going to go in different ways, whereby we have our financial advisor, which is Mtutuzeli, and Mtutuzeli is married. And what we're discussing right here is some of the things that you should know before going into marriage. You have once mentioned to us that there are some things that you had to go through in order for you to understand the two agreements between community of property and prenuptial agreement. So can you please walk us through on the advices that you got before you paid lobola, and what happened, and right now what is your understanding in terms of where you are?
Okay. Thank you for the question. You're making me relive a moment. Traditionally, we all know that you send the letter. Once you've agreed with your partner, it goes to the family. The family will then decide, when they sit down with you, negotiate and all of that, what's going on. But before all of that, you must have agreed with your partner how you enter into the relationship. And we chose agency with. So we had to make sure that we sat down with our lawyer, that we got it drafted. So we had signed it. So in the letters, the negotiation, everything had finalized, and the money had been transferred, that we formed the
Indeed. It's very important to understand that your antenuptial contract must be registered. Not registered, but it must be executed. In other words, you must but if you don't register it before you marry, then although you've got a little bit of sort of wiggle room with a customary marriage, you will automatically be married in community of property if you don't take any steps to choose something else.
A quick question, Leslie. Let's just take it back a bit. For someone who is clueless, as I am, often people think there's only one marriage regime in South Africa, which is automatically in community of property. However, what are the different marriage regimes that exist in South African family law?
So there are effectively three. The one is, there are two, but one has a subcategory. Okay. So either you're married, if you don't do anything, you're married in community of property, which means everything you had before your marriage falls on the debts as well as the assets. So everything goes into one joint estate, and the two of you are joint managers of that joint estate. Okay? The alternative is you are married out of community of property. Your stuff is your stuff. Mine is mine, the way it stays until the day we get divorced or we die. Remember, marriage is terminated by death or divorce. So think about the Tutuzeli will tell you why you need an insurance policy if you're married out of community or in community of property. So if you're married out of community of property, you automatically include the accrual system when you enter into an ANC. If you want to exclude the accrual system, you must do so specifically in writing. And the court has now found a year ago that if you the accrual system, what it do, giving opportunity to redistribute the two states between you get divorced or when one of you passes away. So I would really seriously recommend that if you are so worried about your spouse and or measure of money, that you want to get married out of community property, excluding the ANC, excluding the accrual system, I would strongly suggest that you pick a different spouse and not get married at all, because that option is really realistically off the table now. You are going to share your assets with your spouse, whether you enter into an ANC with accrual or not. Even if you exclude accrual, the court is going to share your assets with your spouse, whether you like it or not.
Very, very interesting stuff. And fascinating. But before we go a bit far, right, because there's a young 24, 25, like I just mentioned, that I personally, and this is something that I really believe in, that from your late teens, just after high school, all the way to like 24, 25, even 26, I would argue and say that one is still a bit too young. For me, this is just me and what I believe. Still a bit too young to get married, right? But there is a 25, 26, even a 27-year-old who's watching, who is in the workforce right now, right? And is listening to all of these things that we're talking about, but doesn't understand what accrual system means. So before we even go further into the conversation, let's maybe firstly try to define what the accrual system exactly is and what it really, really entails when it comes to the concept of marriage in South Africa. The concept of marriage in South Africa.
Well, understand the accrual system if you understand the word accrual. Accrual means to add. So it is sharing the addition. Okay, so for the average, MP where are going to get married and they have nothing. They have zip to start with. So they're going to share the accrual, which is the difference between what they started with, nothing, and let's say what they have in 20 years' time when, is making a fortune and poor old Simpiwe is sitting at home as a stay-at-home mum with 4 children and no money. They're going to share that accrual, which is going to be the difference between what they started with and what they have at the end. Now, let's Mpolisi and his wife Simpiwe, they both bought a house together. They own the house jointly. They each have a car, approximately the same value, and they each have a retirement fund, approximately the same. They are going to share only the difference in the accrual between the two of them. They've got the same house, so they each own half of that, it's the same value. They've got the same size pension because they're earning the same sort of amount, and they've got the same car. They're going to share nothing because there's no difference between the two accruals. Okay? So the only thing that you share in an accrual marriage is the difference between the two accruals. So the accrual is the difference between what you started the marriage with and what you have when the marriage terminates. And so if, for example, you marry this bloke, you think he's going to do well in life, and unfortunately for you, he just racks up debt at a rate of knots. So he's got a lovely house, lovely car, more than because an accrual is a net increase in the total value of the estate. So it's not I've got some assets, it's I've got assets less my liability. Okay? And we're not talking about people's income. We're not talking about what you earn every month. I'm talking about assets that you've accrued. So in other words, if I earn 100,000 rand a month, but like many of my clients, I, managed to spend 100,000 rand a month. And for me is my zero, I haven't got to show for it. So your total assets are your accrual, the difference between the asset that you have at the termination of the value and the assets that you had at the beginning of the marriage. That if both have the same accrual between the two of us as marriage partners, we're not going to share anything. You're going to keep yours, I'm going to keep mine, because there's no difference between the two values. But where one of us has been a stay-at-home mom, and the other person has been a very successful professional, and one of us got an accrual of say 5 million, and the other one is an accrual of 0, the person who's got the higher accrual is going to share in the value with the other one. So they're going to have a debt of 2.5 million to the other person. Doesn't mean the other person gets your assets to the tune of 2.5 million. They're your assets. If you're the wealthier one, they're your assets. You could go and borrow 2.5 million, give it to them, and that's that. Of course, usually people, make a different plan and say, right, we'll sell the house, I'll give you half of that, or you half of my into the house. People have a discretion as to how to do that division. In a marriage in community of property, I own everything you own. You can't sell the house without me. You can't keep the house without me. So we own, whereas in a marriage out of the system, I owe you a debt. I owe you an amount of money at the termination of this marriage. How I choose to pay that is up to me.
There's so much, and I feel like, and I'm sure you guys would attest to this and would concur, right? And I'm sure everyone here in studio would also agree with me in saying that I think quite a lot of us not informed or as informed as we should be and as we'd like to be. And I think a lot of us in society are also misinformed when it comes to things of this nature, right? But now, with having defined all of those things, let's get back to how now in the South African law, customary marriage is now fully recognized, right? And so with couples that have gotten married through customs and traditionally so, what does it now mean for them? Let's say Nomi and I got married a year ago, 2 years ago, and it was through tradition and under the customary law, and we haven't really, I guess, formally gotten married, for lack of a better definition.
Yeah,
So what does it mean now for us, now for those of us, or for those couples who are married under customary law, and but now the law says what it says in terms of all of these new definitions and how we define these laws now?
So the bad news is that you're married in community of property. There's no if, but, or maybe.
Yeah.
So you have your assets, you've also shared your assets, Sasha. So that's how it is. And there is one way out, and that is a court.
So there's no way to go to the high courts and perhaps change your marriage contract or marriage regime?
Absolutely. Absolutely, I'll sort you out. So I had a couple that I had to do this for. There is provision in the Matrimonial Property Act to change your matrimonial property regime from one to another, any one to any other. Not only do you have to bring a high case or by every single one of your creditors, so they have to consent or not object. And think about it this way: Do you think Stars is going to say, I'd rather have you and Mobile on the hook,
Yeah.
or just you? Ask yourself. This is highly unlikely to agree to this regime change, right? I had a couple who had to do this because they got married in Botswana and they didn't understand that because they were married in Botswana did not provide for Botswana law. Because the husband was domiciled in South Africa at the time of the marriage, they were married in terms of South African law. Each of them had about 10 properties to their name. And so we then had to notify the deeds office, notify the bondholders, notify everybody of Canadian regime. They're both very well-to-do people and nobody had a problem. But we ended up spending about 60,000, I think 60 to 70,000 to get that achieved. So it's not something that the average person can do. To be honest with you, a divorce costs about 7 to 10 grand, maybe 5-6 grand. So it's cheaper to get divorced and then get married again, and this time do it properly. Alternatively, you can find yourself trying to negotiate with your lovely wife along the following lines. Darling, no, we're married property. Yes, of course I want to be your husband, but I'd like you to now sign an antenuptial contract.
Yeah.
So that negotiation seldom goes well, in my experience.
So not like I agree. I concur with Lily. I concur. Then it was hard. But I agree. But we must go back to the basics if we're going to talk about relationships and the divorce thing. We see it. We're talking about the session in now your decision. So it goes back to the beginning. Find the right partner, guys. The right partner doesn't mean money. It doesn't mean looks. Just a level-headed person that you can grow old with, that we can agree to protect one another in our communication, which is understanding, not just you're talking, but there's also someone who's comprehending. And those are the basics. If we have to come to it, because whether it's accrual, whether it's not accrual, whether it's community, if there's no love, there's no understanding, you will go the full divorce or restructuring because you never had the proper conversation. I call it the FNA, the financial needs analysis. Go deeper into everything that you need that will cost your pocket. And that's why I say in a speaking to a 24-year-old, 5-year-old, 26-year-old, I don't think personally you should rush into there's so much to experience, because then you don't want to be the divorced at 32. At 40, I love my child. Men are amazing, or men are not amazing, or women. You need to go back to, I think, enjoy the youth stages. After 30 would be a position you kind of have an understanding professionally if you want. But this is my personal opinion. I got married at 32, so.
So let me give you all that you guys are saying, and I played the field. I did all the naughtinesses you could possibly imagine, and then I found myself pregnant at 32 as a single mother. Not a great plan, boys and girls. I gave birth on Friday morning, and I woke up on Monday with my baby under my arm because I was working for myself. Two ladies, and he already had his and I had mine. There's nothing wrong, and I've seen this in my clients over and over again. I have very few clients who married young and get divorced, because people grow into one another when they're young, if they do it right. If you marry young, and I'm talking 23, 24, which is the age all of my parents married at, and our parents' generation married at, my parents' generation married at, you tend to grow into one another. You grow into one another's likeness, you bond with one another, as the Bible says, cleave to the wife of your youth. And those people tend to make more money than people like me, who spend an awful lot of money on alcohol and looking good in bars between 20 and 30 instead of putting money into my retirement annuities and paying off a mortgage bond. So, there's the go and see the world in your 20s, but there's also the get married, settle down, have your kids in your 20s. By the time you hit your 40s, the kids are off your hands. You guys have paid off the bond. You've already got money in your retirement annuities, and you go travel the world and, you know, go to Greece together in your 40s when you're still young enough to enjoy one another. There's no right or wrong, folks.
There isn't. I don't think so. I don't know. I find it very interesting because I feel like you and him too, coming from different sides of the stick, you know, and I think it also speaks to this thing of saying there isn't like a blueprint of what a good marriage should look like, or when is the right time to get married. Nomi, talk to me.
In fact, I'm thinking now that we're speaking kids and succession, interstate and testate succession, how does having a prenuptial contract protect kids that were born outside of the marriage? Let's say you had a life before your marriage and you had kids. How can you protect your assets for those kids?
So if you have been married, or you have children before you get married, you have the opportunity, if you're married out of community of property, to leave your estate to your children, right? But as Ntutuzeli would tell you, because when you sit down with a family like that, understand that you're going to be paying off a house together potentially. You're going to be creating a lifestyle together, and if your husband or your wife passes, you don't want to suddenly have to find half your estate to pay them their accrual claim, or to pay them your half of the joint estate, etc. So much as you think that being married out of community property means your will can leave your stuff to your children, you kind of still going to find yourself trying to unscramble an omelet, really, on some levels. And that's where life insurance and financial planning is so important, because as a lawyer, I can tell you what the consequences will be, but Ntutuzeli is the person who's going to tell you how to insure yourself against the worst outcomes of those consequences.
I definitely love how Leslie, laid it out there, guys. It goes back to the basics, and it sounds like we're preaching, but we're not. It literally is the truth. Your will is the words. Your policies is the money, because if you don't have it in savings, or if you don't have it in assets that can be sold off, we need it in a policy structure. Life cover does the liquidity side of that Leslie's now speaking about, because these implications through, your death, taxes, or they're very huge behind the scenes, and people don't really understand that. So when you sit down with your advisor, they're not just pushing a policy, they're actually setting down the plan to say that, okay, this is how you protect the food on the table. This is how, when you exit this world, who you must pay. So you're not leaving a bill, but there's a will in place that has the full tools to it. So, a will is basically like the vehicle getting you from point A to point B. But in that vehicle, there's engine, there's a driver, you think of your executor as the driver, but the driver needs the vehicle to be maintained well. So it's in that planning that we explain to you, okay, what's happening in this vehicle, and when you transition, how that vehicle now will be taking care of the people left behind. On a serious note, we're not talking about now them having Beamers and Bentleys, but I'm just talking about keeping the lights on. There's a big difference, like we always say. Funeral cover, most expensive, one day, beautiful casket and family cars. But then the family, what are they going to eat? What are they going to sustain now? Those assets that need to now be transferred to those loved ones that you love, but you didn't give them the money for those transfers. You didn't have that set up. Like, it makes Leslie's job, our job, a whole lot difficult, because it's a whole lot of apologies to our family members when we just did not want to listen for that short time about a very big thing. We would rather sit for 7 days trying to apply for a 700,000 Rand car. Not to say it's a bad thing, but before you get there, protect the plate, protect the income, protect yourself in various ways. I just did a video yesterday about your life cover needs living benefits. You don't have to die now for your benefits in your life cover to kick in. There's so many things, from an income, from a disability, from a critical illness, from a retrenchment. So we need to be more aware of this. We can't just use the word financial literacy anymore. We need to implement it. Knowledge is not power up until we take action. So yeah,
Very interesting, man. Because right now, as we started the conversation, even people in our comment section, they also, brought their sentiment into what they think marriage should be like. So someone out there, they have been advised into what is it that they need to do in order for them to be in a perfect marriage or a happy marriage. And they have, they are in a community of property now. They have signed everything. But now they are learning that they didn't get the right information before they got into the agreement. So it's this theme of the conversation that we're having, because it has been something that our viewers and listeners wanted to know about. That is it possible for me to shift from community of property to a prenuptial agreement? And if so, what processes do we need to take in order for that to happen?
Fundamentally, it's for the vast majority of people, the answer is a simple short no. So unless you have a very substantial estate and you have an awful lot of money, and you have 100K kicking around to go to the High Court, the answer is, if you are married in community of property, the solution is to make the best of it. There's plenty of people who have good community of property marriages, who communicate well about their finances with their partner. And, just remember, rather than thinking, let me protect my money from the person I sleep with every night, let me protect my money from the person who loves me the most, the person who I trust not to give me a sexually transmitted disease, the person who I trust to raise my legacy, my children, the person who's going to who's going to make me an ancestor. This is the person you want to protect your money from. Babe, see a divorce lawyer, start over. You got the wrong end of the stick here. So, I always say marriage is the most important financial decision you'll ever make, right? In community property, out of community property, whatever the case is. As Ntutuzeli says, marry someone you can talk to about money. But if you haven't, then learn to talk about money. Because remember that money, our relationship with money is kind of our relationship with energy. It's like our relationship, our understanding of how the world is and who we are in it. It's quite fundamental to us psychologically. And so if you are married in community of property and you're having a panic about it, I would say don't have a panic about that. Have a panic about having financial conversations with your spouse and sit down with them. And I jokingly call it the law of the Transvaal, that every female person in the borders of what used to be the Transvaal believes firmly that her husband is in possession of a magic money tree. Then you are creating a problem where they think the money is endless. Whereas if you sit them down and say, listen, Wena, I earn 25 grand a month. That's what comes home. There is only X money for the house, Y money for the lights and water, and Z money for my retirement annuity and my insurances that keep you safe. And then we have 5 grand to spend. That's what we have. So you can spend 5 grand a month on a fancy school for our child, and then we don't eat. And if you want the fancy school for the child, then you need to bring in 10 grand a month to pay for it. So, I don't think the solution is bringing an application to the High Court to divide up your assets and then carrying on with this dysfunctional financial relationship with your partner.
It's just going to cost you more.
Yeah. So a question to the both of you guys. Starting with you too. Looking at South Africa today, do you think there's enough awareness about how marriage contracts impact couples' financial future?
No. Straight up, no.
Yeah.
I don't think that at all. The narrative is around the sponsorship, and the sponsorship is not like it used to be when they used to have AIDS activations, when they used to talk about real life matters around GBV, social issues around alcohol. They don't do those things as much as they used to anymore, from my personal opinion. It's now pushing other narratives around. And I say sponsorship not to get political or anything like that. So no, um, we're not trying to equip our people to know more about what they have at 8. I think it's just to keep it bay.
To still on the conversation, of financial implications, but of course, emotional realities, right? In your experience, do you think that there are misconceptions about prenups being the only form or the only thing that is tied to wealth? And what are some of the everyday scenarios where a prenup might actually protect both parties?
So we're from South Africa, guys. Let's stop using the word prenup. Let's call it for what it is, because we confuse our listeners then and all of that. It's ANC with accrual or without, or it's community of property, COP. So that's American, because it can come in its own way, and I'm sure Leslie will agree with me. So ANC, which has got its with or without, or COP. That's what we're looking at. The benefits, because there's two sides, and Leslie explained it very nicely. So there's two sides to the coin in all things. Around COP, that it promotes togetherness. You're really loving the person that's going to be with you for the rest of your life. So there's that whole sharing element. So when things are good, you guys can leverage off each other. When things are bad, you have to manage it, because life will have its speed humps. Those speed humps could be, deaths. Those speed humps could be retrenchment. So when those things happen, there's going to be a break in your frequency on income. So your partner being able to absorb and understand, because you guys are financially communicating, there's so much benefit. But the flip side is what we all know. You have someone who's an excessive gambler. You don't know that. Excessive shopper, bad with credit. And you get all of this because now you're joined. You get the calls. You get the statements. There are measures where they try and say we need 2 signatures, but sometimes people can bypass that with this whole digital signature time that we're in. So I don't want to go and say that you're free from any fraud from your internal side, it happening being your partner or your spouse and stuff like that. So that's from that view. From out of community property type thing, when you're looking at without accrual, it was mentioned exactly in terms of how at estate time where there's no liquidity in terms of cover, how you could end up owing the family, especially when we had last topics when we were talking about blended families. Now where there's no eye to eye, the glue was the love is gone because someone has died. This is exactly why you get policies, because then it's not even a conversation. Once death triggers, we process, there's your money. After calculation and executorship has done the thing, but less stress. Other than you now having to strip a property that you've been raised in, because now no one wants to stay in it, but no one wants to sell it, then they vandalize it. There are properties around Houghton, there are properties around Deep Kloof that I like that, because the family can't see eye to eye, and it just leads back to last words, the process, that vehicle, was it equipped so the driver can take it there? Goes back to that. So from a positive scale, you can really grow with each other, especially if we're going with the formula where you start young, grow into each other. Because now, imagine you just you've done your internship, you've been given your first job, you're earning a net of 20, 25. You don't have it all together. You don't have the car of your dreams. You don't have the house of your dreams. And even if it's not the dreams that you wanted, you don't have it all together yet. So when you're building with somebody and you're using the gearing, the leveraging, the loving each other, life expands, blessings come. And should the day you don't see eye to eye, then at least you've protected one another, because you've either made exclusions in the beginning of what you're taking on or not, or you've agreed that this is what I'm taking on and this is not how we're going to amicably split, with the right liquidity processes, with the right covers. And we can still see each other when the kids are having birthdays, when the grandkids come, and life is merry. So, hey guys, it all just leads back to the planning part, the conversation part, having your team. Have a team.
Quick question. Quick scenario, in fact, before we let you go. In a case where Musa and I have been married in community of property and I have a family home that is under my name, registered under my name, there's a lot of us, especially in Soweto, where we say Ikwa Koko, which means it's everyone's home. And me and Musa unknowingly got married in community of property, and now we're splitting for whatever reason. How can I protect the family home from being split?
Now is too late, my friend. now you are making happy noises to your now very unhappy Musa. You know, that is a reality, and unfortunately, I see it every day. But I also think, generally, when you remember that because you registered, that house is registered in your name. Registration is going to have to change. So if you have a house registered in your name, when you get divorced and you were married in community of property, there has to be a registration change. So it's called an endorsement in terms of section blah de blah of the Deeds Registries Act. And if you do it within 6 months of the divorce, you don't have to pay transfer duties, but you still have to pay to get the attorney to do the transferring. So you're going to have to get Musa's agreement that this house is not our house, and it's going to be registered in somebody else's name, or it's going to be registered. But, guys, this whole thing of the family house, we also have to know that it's a problem, because there's no such thing as a unit of family. As soon as I have 3 children, I've just stuffed everybody else's chances in the family of having any spare time in that house. So, if you really have a family home, you have to start setting out agreements about who's entitled to live there, what their obligations are if they live there, who they're allowed to share that residence with. And remember that any agreement pertaining to immovable property must be in writing and signed by all the parties. So for all people who are in a family home, each of us are bringing to that idea their own notion of what they're allowed to do with the house. And it's actually quite important to sit down with the family and say, guys, this is the story, and this is what we agree. And what if so-and-so has children? What if her children have children? What then happens? Because eventually what you're choosing is impoverishment if one person is allowed to just, by virtue of living there, take all the advantages. The rest of the family must almost have a trigger point where it says, if something happens, then we have to sell. And then at least all of us are sharing in the benefits of the proceeds of the property. At least we're all getting money out, rather than one person is effectively absorbing all the benefits for themselves. So I'm afraid that one, it's not good news for you and Musa. You're going to have to come to an agreement. And people do.
That being said, sorry.
Also goes to the management costs. As much as there's the benefits on sale, there still has there's operating expenses that the 4 or 5 or how many siblings there are have to factor in. And it's always at times one person who's paying, but then has to share in the spoils when it comes to the sale. And that's why recording such stuff is important, to say that I've put in because of maintenance, and therefore on sale it's not going to be if there's each of us a 50-50 or 30-30 or whatever split because of such that I need to recoup. Recording everything and anything is very important, because when it comes to legally having to fight for what's yours or claim for what's yours, they need proof. So try at least to be on calls more on evidence. And I think, anybody would agree on that. It's not what you can say, it's what you can prove.
Yeah, man. Very fascinating. One last one before we let you go. With regards to an ANC, right? And all of these other implications that we have outside of just it being financially tied to both of us, can an ANC be tailored to include cultural or even spiritual values and not just financial terms? Because I think that's where, for me, the struggle is, and the back and forth starts occurring and starts taking place. So can I come to a Les, or can I come to him too and say, look, man, these are the cultural implications that I have with regards to my marriage, and can I tailor my ANC in accordance with these spiritual ties or these cultural implications that I have?
Difficult. I have seen some of my learned colleagues who don't do matrimonial work draft an ANC as if it's a bloody mergers and acquisitions document. After year 5, she gets a greater share, and then she gets a 20%, and then, in year 6, and then if she gains weight, then I promise you I saw this in one. If she gains weight, then, she loses a percentage share of my, please, no, okay, no. There's a legal framework. It's called Roman Dutch law and the Matrimonial Property Act. So yes, we can up to a point. So I had one couple who I always laughed because she had nothing supposedly, and he had a very large estate. He was very successful, house in Hyde Park, blah, blah. Negotiated this deal. The next day I got a phone call from him, very sheepish. Turns out her daddy is a multi-billionaire. He's like, no, we're not doing that deal. You want to marry my daughter? You negotiate differently. Start again. And then we decided that apparently they stay married for 4 years, I think it was, that she gets 50% of his 5 million rand house in Alton, or Hyde Park, sorry. So they did stay married 4 years, funnily enough. Strange that. But you can build in a bit of incentive, is what I'm saying. You can build in incentives. But the court will make sure that those incentives are in accordance with what is called the boni mores of a society. So in other words, the court would never tolerate things which would dispossess a mother of a child or dispossess a father of access to his children or something like that. So you could build in some flexibility, and you can exclude certain items completely. So you can exclude the family home, whether that's your family home in Soweto or it's the, our darling, we've got a place by the sea in St. Francis that the whole family owns. You can exclude an asset. That's not a problem. So there's a lot of tailoring that you can do, but there's a limit to the level of monkeying about that one can do with these things. So it's really a matter of going to see an attorney and your financial advisor as soon as you've left the attorney's offices, really, before you get married, to have a look at what's going on. And then just remember, if you are married in community of property, don't panic. You can still go and see Mtutuzeli and get a good opinion on how do I manage the consequences of my marriage in community of property by way of insurance and so forth, so that I'm protected and my kids are protected. And
Absolutely. It's actually interesting that you asked that, because I had a client not so long ago when we were setting up the estate planning, that around the ceremonial matters of how the funeral was to happen, he had specific people and the reading had to be at a certain time. And then people should know where he was buried. So it was a case of there would be a mourning, and then when the funeral happened, there was these number of people to know where he's being buried and all of that. So you can't be specific, but I have to come back to reality. Like, are you going to tell that uncle that's known you since you were young that he's not invited to your funeral? Like, you're gone.
Yeah, exactly. The point is, you're not there.
You're gone. So sometimes the wish and the intent is there, but the people that you're dealing with, you must be realistic. I remember always saying I wanted, the day I ever leave this world, that people don't wear black, all white. Do you think that will happen? I won't be in control of that, but it's one of those things. So, yeah.
And then lastly, of course, an advice you would give to a couple that's thinking to get married right now. What is it that they should think about before they sign that marriage contract?
I think most of the churches these days have a very good program. There's quite a well structured thing that you do before you get married. Because my husband, I was wife number 3. We had to do this. So otherwise the church wouldn't marry us. And it makes you talk about 3 issues that are extremely important for marriage: sex, your religious, your spiritual beliefs and how you manage them, and finances, and your attitudes to those 3 things. So those courses that the churches do, I would really highly recommend them, because they flag what your and your spouse's attitudes to those 3 things are. And sometimes we're very reluctant to talk about these things. So it's important to have this neutral person sitting there holding space for you to have this discussion, because these are not easy discussions to have. So I would recommend marriage pre-counseling for everybody who gets married. And some of it also teaches you how to fight fair. And, you are going to fight. There's no such thing as a marriage that is honest where you're not going to fight. So you are going to fight. But just learn some skills about how to fight fairly. And often those marriage preparation courses are quite good at teaching you that stuff too.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely do attend those, yeah.
But think about it this way, guys. Marriage is a wealth builder. Marriage is a wealth builder. I've never, ever had a man come to me and say that this isn't true. He made more money. He's worth more because he was married than he would have been if he'd stayed single.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know, my brother. You recently got married, man. I know you shared this with us the last time we were in conversations. So I don't know how much of that do you agree with it?
You know what? Now I'm so busy with everybody's life that I get shy talking about my own life. So if you're gonna put me on the spot, I'm gonna be very honest with you and say it's 100% the truth. 100% the truth. For me, it's a game changer. I stay where I've always aspired to stay. I work with interesting beings that have now also monetarily taken me to the next level. My son was born this year. I went to Mauritius for the first time. And, for me, there's many things I can say when I decided to just be that man and do what I deem is the correct things, communicate, love, go back to church. That's not it's for me, that's the change. And getting married was the cement, pa 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 pa. So everything for me is just it's on nitrous right now. And I'm loving it. So for me, yes, I'm an advocate for it, but I'm not going to be there forcing it on people and preaching on it. Yeah, the proof is in the pudding. What a person does is more than what he says. So yeah, but it's been a beauty.
Great insights from the both of you, and we would like to thank you guys for your time on this beautiful morning. With that being said, have a great day ahead of you guys. Yep, and we will keep in contact, of course, man, as time goes by. Yeah, there you have it, Vooka Nation, man. Tuzeli and Leslie, advices both from a legal aspect and financial aspect, man. And I believe that that is what most people need.
Absolutely. It was very informative. I think my biggest takeaway from today's conversation is the minute you think something along the lines of marriage, there's two things to do: consult with the lawyer, consult with the financial planner. Yeah. Because you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you are married in community of property. In fact, people don't even know this. Omembeso itself is considered under the customary law, a recognition of customary law marriages act as a marriage, yes. Whereas in community of property, if there is no anti-nuptial contract. Now, you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you are in court arguing, because one of the requirements of that, or for it to be recognized, is that there must be a celebration. Someone might say, well, it was COVID, we didn't have a celebration, so I'm not married in community of property.
Or we just went to a restaurant.
So because of that means the marriage was null and void. But you don't want to find yourself in those situations where you're defending all of that. You rather be proactive. The minute you start thinking along the lines of marriage and living together, because the cohabitation on its own could actually mean So all those things, when you see that your relationship is getting serious, have these conversations. How would you like our marriage regime to be like? I know with black people, there's a thing where we say, if ogwami, then that's not a marriage. It should be what is yours is mine. And nowadays, guys, it's different. There are people that get married simply because they're chasing the bag. And they not even shy to say, I'm chasing the bag. We've seen a lot of women getting rich because of getting divorced to rich people and they're enriching themselves through marriage. So visit a lawyer, have that conversation with your partner as well, and your parents and your family.
Yeah.
And because we ask umwekezi unegubo eliselinaye shopping zoyithatha lo ngizobonisa lo.
So I was asking about the family home because now you're getting yourself in these tricky situations and then everyone ends up being affected, and that's the reality of a black child. So there's a family home that is registered under someone at least, and now you don't want to see your uncle making stupid decisions and be like, yo malume, you gambling with our family home.
And you know, I think this really also speaks to how maybe we should stretch this conversation into the extended conversations.
Yeah.
You know, have a married couple.
Yeah.
And I don't know where we'll find them, but bring in a married couple who didn't know that they are married in community of property by virtue of having gotten married traditionally so.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think it would need a couple emnati.
Yeah.
Couple emnati, you know, who are ready to have this conversation.
Yeah.
But also, maybe also have a couple who has been married for quite some time and ask them with regards to these new laws that are coming into place.
Yes.
What does it mean for a marriage that has been there for 20 years now?
Yeah.
And they have kids, and whatever else, you know. And then of course have someone like Liz and Umtu come through as well and sit down with them and have these conversations. And I love how both of them agree with each other that before getting married right now, right, try to have a mutual third party who will be able to hold space for you guys to have that conversation. Because I'll tell you, even amongst friends, amongst family, or the people that we're dating and we're seeing, having the conversation of finances, of sex, and thirdly of religion and beliefs is very challenging. It's a very challenging thing.
You need open-minded people.
Completely. You need someone who will absolutely execute and practice a high functioning level of objectivity. Someone who will not take sides and will objectively advise you, this is what this means, this is what this implies, and this is how this will affect you guys moving forward as a couple. You will understand.
That would actually be a very nice conversation, considering Neo Kokobetu, because the Customary Marriages Act was amended, I think, in 2005. So what happens to the marriages prior to that? If you got married prior to that, is your marriage affected? Is your marriage regime affected? So that would be definitely an eye-opening conversation to see where we stand.
Completely.
Jay, after all these changes, even with anti-nuptial contracts.
I have a question for us, all of us in the room, and for, of course, everyone who's watching. Yes, when you're already saying from wherever you are tuned in from, talk to me. If you're listening right now, and of course you're married under the customary law, did you know your finances are now legally tied?
Yes.
Right?
The TFG accounts.
And what questions do you now have, having learned that? But as someone perhaps who is like me, who is like Mo, who's not married, what are your thoughts now? Do you want to get married now? And of course, if yes, would you sign a ANC or would you go into a COP, right?
ANC. I'm pro ANC.
Okay. Why and why not? Is the question. I don't want you to answer it now. But talk to us, Ngonokohai. Jump on into our WhatsApp comment section. Use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and of course dial the number 060-493-3226. And that's 060-493-3226. I can't wait to hear from you. TK came through a bit earlier on saying, "Oh yes, girl, you forgot one. Make your own money."
Yes, right? Make your own money.
And then TK comes back and he says, I say let's marry for the right reasons, not cause of material things.
True.
Right? He then comes back and he says, let's marry not to divorce each other, but marry for a lifetime partnership.
That nobody ever marries to divorce, guys.
Exactly.
If you were
Till
to
death
sit
do us
all
apart.
Ama divorcees
Aye, when
down.
people want a clean cut.
No, okay, we understand those ones. That's why you have shows like 90 Day Fiancé
Yeah.
to make sure that you don't do such things. But like, if you were to sit down with Abantaba divorcee, this is the same conversation as there is no woman who ever sees themselves as a single parent.
Yeah.
There's no woman who gets a child and just says, one day me and my baby daddy will be apart. And you know, so with marriage, it's always to till death do us apart. That's even part of the vows.
Yep.
But things change, people change, and nowadays people are very selfish, guys.
Yeah.
People put themselves first, and people change. Ungalala nomuntu namhlanje uvuke kusasa useyisilwane awusam understand ukuthi kwenzakalani. So prepare. It's like having an umbrella and you love winter or summer.
Yeah.
You don't want it to rain, but you're just preparing for the rainy days. So rather be proactive than you now seeking counseling because you're about to lose everything when you had an opportunity.
Yeah.
I think even with the laws, when these laws were put into place, it was never to divide families, but it's to say we understand that people evolve. The guy next to me always says you have a different partner for a different time in your life. So if I were to get married in my early 20s and I realize now I've grown and I've grown this person, now I need a different person in life. I need to have measures there to protect me and my
definitely.
assets.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree
man, being well
completely.
informed, man. Because I mean, it's today when we learned that there are couples out there it's like, hey, let's talk about money.
Hayi bo. Tsakani B.
lama kwayi wathengi ngiyabonga ukuthi manje namba azongifonela
Azongena manje kimi manje. Tsakani B comes through. She says, "Good morning, Ama Vooka Amahle." And then Mam Tembi also comes through saying, #shout out to the Vooka class. Different learnings Monday to Friday. I'm grateful and much appreciative.
Yep.
Man. You know, this is what we do right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Only and exclusively where radio meets TV, man.
Yeah.
Having all-encompassing, compelling, and of course, thought-provoking conversations. The time right about now, 4 minutes after the hour, 10 o'clock. Mr. Mo, talk to me. Just in conclusion, after the break, what are we going to be getting into as we close off today's episode?
Guys, before you say I do, make sure you say I understand.
Actually,
clock it.
Actually, shout out. Okay, Mr. Mo, I see you.
Yeah.
I mean, but you did say you want to get married when
I do, man. Yeah, I do. So when you
Hi, Chief. Look, man. Yeah.
No shot that you increase your wealth.
No. I hear what.
Depends on who you're getting married to.
You see, and I hear what Liz and M2 are saying, and I mean M2 just got married. Yeah, you know, he gave birth not so long ago. Went to Mauritius. You know, yeah, man, things are looking good. But yeah,
hey, P-man.
I see how it could be truthful.
Yeah.
To a certain degree.
Yeah.
That getting married, you know, does improve your life holistically.
Yes.
You know.
The Bible says it, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing
to hold on,
and then receives favor from the Lord.
Amen.
Chief, how many of these girls are actually good to us?
They are good.
So
There's a lot.
The word wife, ne? As we're talking wives.
Yeah, there's
wives and then there's wives. I'm talking about wives.
Before this person is a wife, this person is a girlfriend. How many of these girlfriends now, these girls that we have now, now,
are you leading correctly? Because a lot of men want you to be submissive, yet they can't lead. And you realize, direction, like I have to be the leader. And
I was about to get to
oh no, you're being dominant. Oh no, you're being bossy. No, it's because you're failing to lead.
That's why we have Vooka, where we're aiming to build
exactly
men
but also
of value.
Another thing, being part of Vooka doesn't mean you make a perfect husband.
No, but these
because
are
you
the
could be taking them here and not applying them.
These are the
I will
conversations
make sure you practice,
you come back,
into practice.
You can't just come to Vooka and be there
And
for the
remain
sake
the
of
same.
being part of Vooka. And that's one of the conversations, the major conversations, and the theme for this past Saturday was never walk alone.
Okay.
Right? Because we find a lot of men are in silos and they're doing things in a very boxed way. So no, you have to realize that there are men like Abom who are leading lives that could be described as exemplary.
Yeah, to
Do you get what I'm
other
trying
people.
to say? And so a huge part of Vooka is building men of value in society. And men of value in society means that, I mean, as you can see in your screen, or rather on your screen right now, these are kinds of conversations that we have. What is a man in a marriage?
Okay.
Are you someone who is dominant, or are you a man who can lead or even follow? Because before you can lead, you have
must
to be
a
able
follower
to
as
follow
well.
first.
True.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So these are the kinds of conversations we are having. And
I also think platforms Zaranje help with holding. You must be held accountable somewhere.
Completely.
As a man, corner like where they can hold you accountable and attending is no Vugandota make you have a place where you are held accountable. Kwenzeka so endlini, and this was my reaction. Was it okay? You know, so they can hold you accountable to my actions. Like, big up, guys! You guys are doing a great job.
So me in saying that, you know, how many girls are out there who are actually
there's a lot, you just haven't met them.
Wife material. It's not me saying that it's only on the girl side.
Miss, don't look too far. Just look over your right shoulder.
Even
no, let's move on.
Even on the guys
church.
side,
We also have groups
guys,
like Virtuous Women of the Word.
Church doesn't mean that they
it's
are
organizations.
Okay,
where it's Virtuous Women of the Word, where we gather together as women and we say sometimes akusizi ukufasta 7 days for umshado wako when you're not changing your actions. You're being reckless with money, but you're just saying, there are things where you have to help yourself. And there are things where I'm not saying we're taking away from God's power, but the thing is, they rely so much on God without doing any action and self-introspection, and it ends up destroying the marriage. And next thing you're like, no, you also need to take accountability.
Blame shifting. Now you're blaming God with everything.
So let's say organizations, and let's not say church.
Okay.
Right. I would rather prefer we say organizations. There are organizations within churches, but let's not say church. Because by virtue of going to church means not that it constitutes that there are men and women who are worth being husbands and wives
inside
one day.
the church.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Cool stuff, Mr. Mo. Talk to me.
Groove. We find it.
Groove,
they get married.
There's nothing wrong. It's your choice. Guys, there's nothing wrong. We're not judging. So
But yeah, man, with that being said, let us take a short break, and then when we come back, just interesting things just to close off, national days and of course celebrity birthday, who is growing up on this day. In the meantime, don't switch the dial.
You got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Won't you even call me up when I never wanna see ya? I'm just on my way back home, little drunk and alone, but I'd rather click ya. Even though it's Friday night and I got no plans tomorrow, I could use a bam, 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 but it's not from you, cause I'm not that hollow. Baby, let it be. You could try to sweet talk all you want, but I ain't that lonely. Baby, let it be. Forget your rules, forget your shoes. I've done everything you asked, but I wasted time. Forget your truth, you're just cool. I swear anything's better than you. Catch you on the flip side, catch you on the flip side. So goodbye. Funny how it works sometimes. Yeah, we kinda hit it off at first. Checking every bar in town, all the sleepless nights until things got worse. You're so manipulative, trying to convince me of the
shit, but it didn't work on me. So, baby, let it be. You could try to sweet talk all you want, but I ain't that lonely. Baby, let it be, let it be. Forget your lies, forget your ties. I've done everything you asked, but I wasted time. Forget your hair, your dead eye stare. I swear anything's better than you. Get you on the flip side.
Great mornings is what we promise to give you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. It is your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. I hope that you are ready, of course, to kickstart your day on a very high energetic note. Obviously, hop on the comment section by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And if you want to call us in or send your voice note, the number to do that at 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. 13 minutes past 10. It is the time, and you know we never end the show with some of the interesting things that you did not know. We know that some of you have went through history lessons, but you were never told about the most important things that shaped what today's era is looking like. So with that being said, let me just give you one of the interesting things that took place on this year and this day. Not on this year, sorry, on this day, right? So a Khoi woman who was taken to Europe under false pretense in 1810 on this day. You're asking yourself, who is that woman? Have I ever heard of her? Don't worry, if you haven't, you would hear about her on this day. On October 29th, 1810, Sarchi Bartman allegedly signed a contract that allowed her to be taken to England and Ireland to work as a domestic servant and be exhibited for entertainment. However, she was illiterate and likely did not understand the nature of the agreement. Her story later became a symbol of colonial exploitation and racial objectification, sparking global conversations about dignity, representation, and historical justice. And that was Sarah Batman. Do you know Batman?
We all do. Some for the wrong reasons.
Sarah Batman. Right. Yeah, interesting, man. If you did not know anything about her, now you know. Of course, you can do your extra, research to get more into that. I can't wait to hear from you. Hop on right there on the comment section. Right. Yeah. And then, man, we always have interesting things we are celebrating. The people who are growing up and we highlight them. If you know any person who's growing up, please, man, give them a shout out on the comment section. What do we have, man?
And people who are celebrating, I spaced out for like a second, but it happens to the best of us. People who are celebrating their birthdays today include the one and only, none other than the beautiful, ever so lovely, the amazing actress, Gabrielle Union. Movies that come to mind for me, what's this movie? Kevin Hart.
Think Like a Man.
Think Like a Man, right? Daddy's Little Girls.
Bad Boys.
Deliver Us from Eva.
That's a good one. Bad Boys too.
I think Being Mary Jane is the most popular though.
Being Mary Jane, I love that one.
And
absolutely.
Her book, We're Gonna Need More Wine. That's a good
I don't know her book.
nice.
I've heard that because I saw an interview a while ago, but yeah, I haven't looked into her book. So Gabrielle Union is celebrating her birthday today. She was born on this day in 1972. 10 years older than her husband.
Black don't cry.
Right? Look at her, man. She doesn't look like she was born in 1972.
That's
She's turning
marvelous.
53 years today. She's someone who first appeared, who first achieved fame for her roles in Bad Boys 2 and movies like Deliver Us from Eva, which starred LL Cool J and other famous black actresses and actors who are amazing, man. She won a 2001 Black Reel Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Bring It On. Do you know the movie Bring It On?
Cheerleaders.
You don't know it.
Oh, it was a nice nice movie. Back in the
It is
2000s.
very, very, very nice one. And then in 2013, she began starring in the BET series Be Mary Jane. And of course, then in 2019, she took on the role of Sid in the series LA's Finest. Have you watched LA's Finest at least?
No.
You haven't? More, but
Mo's a reader.
Guys,
he's not a watcher of
I
TV.
watched Jerusalem. Tsotsi. Those are my movies.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I said, 10 years older than her husband, who is a retired NBA star, Dwayne Wade. Do you know Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Wade. But something interesting that you might not necessarily know about Gabrielle is that she was originally on track to become a lawyer before pivoting to acting. Her first audition was just to earn extra college credit.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting stuff, man. Very interesting stuff. And then in connection or in, traction of the conversation of marriage and weddings and couples who made headlines, in recent years. One of the people who's celebrating his birthday today is none other than Katlego Maboe. Someone who I absolutely love when it comes to presenting and
his
TV
work.
personalities.
Yes.
Katlego is a singer, is a presenter, he's just an all-round.
And he has a controversial one.
A controversial? Or ex-wife. Ex-wife.
Yeah.
Ex-wife.
Right? Katlego Maboe is also celebrating his birthday today. He was born in 1986. Wow, really? He's 39 today. Okay, very, very interesting, man. I've been in the space with Katlego. I've seen his work live, man. He's amazing.
He's a
at what he does.
natural.
I've performed with Katlego on stage.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He's just amazing, man. So Katlego Maboe is celebrating his birthday today, and he's a South African TV presenter, singer-songwriter, and accountant.
Ooh.
Who knew, right? He's currently not married, because we know that in recent years, there was that story that went around and blah, 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 blah. But something quite interesting that you might not know about him is that he was consecutively awarded Best TV Presenter and the South African Film and Television Award, both in 2015 and in 2016. But he's also known for hosting the morning talk show Expresso on SABC3 since its inception back in 2010.
He's been amazing, Shem.
Now he's on the show Deal or No Deal.
Yeah.
I love that, man. I love that. Very, very cool stuff. But as we were talking about Katlego Maboe, but before we shy away from birthdays, anyone from your guys' side who's celebrating their birthdays that you would want to highlight, talk about?
Happy belated birthday to my mom.
Okay,
It was a birthday 2 days ago. Almost said 2 days.
Yeah.
2 years ago. Happy birthday. I love you, Chomi.
Very
shit.
cool stuff.
Hope
Very cool
wherever you
stuff.
are, you enjoyed your day, man.
Mr. B?
Happy birthday, Mamncane. So, guys, we didn't celebrate Gogo Slindile.
Gogo Slee.
Gogo Slee.
Njalo, it's a little Gogo, njalo. Froze me.
Man, Gogo is such a marvelous person. She is. But happy belated birthday to her.
Gogo Slee. She's a twin, so it was a birthday.
Really?
Yeah, in Anusiswak.
Slee's a twin.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Sagamba la.
Hey, ula.
That's crazy.
She's here now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very, very
She's
interesting
here.
stuff.
No, I'm saying when no Gogo.
Yeah, Nila. Yeah, nyanbona. Yeah. Gogo Slee. From Kulu Musi.
So I never. Hey, Chief. Yeah. So, in talking about all things Katlego Maboe, guys, there's something that took place and that happened recently,
Muller.
right? Katlego Maboe's ex-girlfriend that we spoke about,
Ex-wife.
Hey.
She was arrested for having an illegal firearm in her possession.
Wow.
And this is just a story that has broken out recently, saying that Monique Muller, the ex-girlfriend and mother of South African television presenter Katlego Maboe, was found has found herself in legal jeopardy, right? And yeah, man, that's what we are seeing in recent news. And
also, according to AMA reports, the house where she was found in is actually linked to a suspected gang hitman. She will be appearing at the Cape Town Magistrate Court on the 30th of October, because she was supposed to appear on the 21st, and that was postponed to the 30th, which is tomorrow.
Yeah, I just hope whatever reasons she has, man, they're reasonable enough to take her out of this whole mess.
Let's hope she wasn't planning to take out.
But
yeah, man. So South Africa has just turned a legal corner, right?
Yeah.
And for many, it's quite revolutionary. And especially when it comes to things of customary marriage and all of those things. So I don't know how she's going to get herself out of this legal battle, I guess, for lack of a better word.
Trouble seems to be following her.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Karmic law is a thing, guys. Karmic law is a thing, and for an entire year, she ruined Katleho's life. I'm sorry. And I'm being biased right now. But I'm a fan of Katleho like no one's business, man. That guy is a cool guy, and I really don't think that he deserved to go through that. Like, I'm a post a video, Katleho and people were making fun of him. I know Pop-Ups made...
Stop recording me.
Pop-Ups made like a skit and things of that nature. Like, I didn't like that for that guy. And he actually cried on his first episode back on on Espresso.
It was so sad to watch.
He cried, but it was emotional. But it also
comes with being a public figure. There's no private life.
That's what I'm thinking. Shoot my video, Nati.
Mara, we spoke about it. You remember?
Don't take a video of me. I'm begging you. It was not my intention to sleep with her. Please.
But it's the type of people you surround yourself with. I mean, there's a whole lot of people. Look at Abu Nomza Mombata. We haven't had anything bad
about
publicity,
her, man.
except for her mom and her sister, who keep trending for the wrong reasons. But her, no. So it's the circle you keep and the type of people you associate yourself with.
So let's do the right things, man. On this beautiful Wednesday, wherever you are, I just hope that as you are kickstarting this morning and this day, you will be taking the right decisions. It's Wednesday, man. We had a wonderful conversation with Mtutuzeli and Leslie Blake, especially about marrying an ANC, COP, and other marital agreements that you can get yourself in. We got a financial advice, we got a legal advice, and of course, if you missed that conversation, you can always go back and listen to it.
Absolutely, Mr. Mo. We can't leave you without giving you your daily dose of the word of the day. Because all of the words that we give you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show are aimed at improving both yours and our day-to-day spoken languages, our speech patterns, and of course, ultimately, our vocabularies, right? And today is no exception whatsoever. And the word for today, I'll give it to you in a second, just trying to find it very quickly. There we go. The word for today is lilt. The word is lilt. And the word is both a noun and a verb. It can be used as either, right? And how you spell this word is as follows. That's L-I-L-T. L-I-L-T. Very easy, very to the point. The word is lilt. The meaning and or the definition of this word is as follows. A pleasant rhythmic flow or cadence in sound, speech, or movement. A pleasant rhythmic flow or cadence in sound, speech, or movement. How you can use this word in a sentence is as follows. Her voice carried a gentle lilt, light like sunlight skipping across water. Her voice carried a gentle lilt, like sunlight skipping across water. Similar words would include cadence, rhythm, and swing. Talk to me. Sentence usage. The word lilt.
Lilt.
A pleasant rhythmic flow or cadence in sound, speech, or movement.
Speech and movement. So, when I get married, I want when I read my vows to my wife. I want my vows to have
lilt.
to be lilt, to have lilt.
Okay.
Right. So wherever you are, babes,
Hi, bo.
my
Babes.
vows.
Or again,
will carry
babes, you taking a
lilt.
muri commenting.
No, it's Women Crush Wednesday,
But
so
tomorrow
I'm
night,
going to
what's
marry
your
my
show?
crush. I'm going to marry my
Who's
crush.
your crush?
No. Why, man?
It
It has to be a surprise.
No,
No, when I remove the veil from her face.
Okay, no worries.
Sure-do-do.
No worries. Nami, talk to me. Lilt, a pleasant rhythmic flow or cadence in sound, speech, and movement, and or movement.
I am attracted to the lilt in a Zulu man's way of speaking when they are your suitor.
Nkosazana.
Where's the word lilt?
Where mama?
How I said it.
Where mama?
Okay, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
It's at the first of the sentence. I'm attracted to the lilt.
Oh, we didn't hear it.
Of a Zulu
Awe
man's
mama.
speech when they are suiting or being
Yeah.
a suitor.
Okay.
Where mama?
Mr. B, talk to me.
So I avoid eye contact when talking to people because they get consumed in my hypnotic lilt.
Ooh, that is powerful. Clock it.
Yeah, man. So this is what we do right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. Giving you your words on a day-to-day basis, Monday to Friday, that are aimed at improving both yours and our day-to-day spoken languages, our speech patterns, and of course, ultimately, our vocabularies.
Yeah.
And today's word on the 29th of
Lilt.
October on a Wednesday morning, 2025, the word is lilt. Talk to me. Send through your thoughts and how you would use this word in a sentence. Yes, sir.
I have another one, last one.
Sure.
Moosie's lilt on Vooka Breakfast Show makes the news headlines less boring.
Hey, okay. I see you. Hey,
Yes.
Moosey Miss, man. Because I give you words on a day-to-day basis, right? Proper stuff. I see
And
you.
powerful
Nolly,
things,
man. I
man.
see
Yeah,
you.
man. And
I
that
see
is
you, man.
lilt right there.
Yeah.
But of course, man, before we let you go, there is a voice note that I want to play. And I think I couldn't play it because we were in conversation Tutuzeli and Leslie Blake. So it is from Semami. Let us hear what Semami had to say.
Good morning, Vooka team. When Numipi, Runa Ribana Bachotin Lebonkono, like we drink tea every day.
Yeah.
And Harunu Day Fela. Day Mashiale baby. Like it should be hot. Even on a hot day. Renwa tea. Like it's and Modi weddings are so available. We like soup, like we do soup. Remember, my grandmother would be preparing soup with your potatoes, your carrots, lemons, and all that. Body split paste. Like that's the weather for that.
Drink tea.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
and
grew up
tea
with
and coffee.
I grew up with my grandmother.
How many cups did she take a day?
To this day, she still drinks multiple cups of coffee. A day.
Oh, my mom, it was
I
over
don't.
7 or 8.
You get to a point where you're addicted.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm addicted to coffee.
So that's why my brother drank so much of it growing up.
Okay.
And that's why now, when he became an adult, he stopped completely. And so my brother and I don't drink coffee or tea at all. Like at all. At all. Yes, Mr. Mo, do you have something else that you want to bring?
Yeah, man. Of course, there are comments that came through because while we were just discussing this, and then I think this came while we were talking to Leslie. After the conversation, Temi saying self-control. You know, you must know, and self-control is that navigation that you need to control to say, you know what, man, whatever that I'm going to do or whatever that I'm going to involve in, I have to have that self-control within myself. And then Hector also came through saying, do the right things, guys. Kokasi, Musi, and Mo. We are doing the right things.
Yeah, this weather is not good, so you boys better behave. Like self-control, you
we
better
are doing
have.
the right things. So I don't understand. Where are you taking this, Mr. TK? Eh? And then our word of the day, the lilt I get when I was drinking in a VR6. Woo! That's marvelous. That is marvelous, TK, right? And we see, man. I mean, you were drinking in it. When I'm like public drinking and driving. Were you driving or what's going on?
He was probably in the passenger seat.
Maybe VR6 is a form of alcohol.
Nope, I would know.
I mean, VR6 for me.
Does he have a VR6?
No.
Yeah, so maybe it's just a term.
Hector.
No, I think I understand what he's trying to say. If you are driving a Mercedes, for example, the way you speak changes. It's like drinking Woolworths water.
And other words for the
start-
word is movement, again. So maybe how the car moves while drinking. Like the cup was stable. It was here. It was not doing this.
His accent probably changed. VR6.
But it says drinking a VR6.
It said on a VR6?
Drinking a VR6.
You please read that
Vorosa
comment
6
again.
VR6
maybe he probably wanted to say in a VR6.
No, guys.
VR6 ke Vorosa 6 rand.
Man, Chief,
Isn't VR6 a car?
yes,
It is.
So if it was a drink, trust me, I would know.
Yeah.
If it was a drink,
Are you that much of
no,
a
What is
not
this,
that
Kamiti?
I'm a drinker. Or
I
anything,
get
guys.
when I drink.
But I would know, guys. So
Drinking a VR6. I was drinking a VR6.
Yeah,
So
so-
it's a
no,
it's
not.
it's a
Trust me,
bottle.
I would
Look,
know.
word of the day, the
Guys,
lilt I get when I was drinking.
He made a mistake. He was drinking in a VR6.
Guys,
And the way he spoke changed because maybe
if there was a
Yeah.
drink every song VR6, I would know. I would
What
tell
it
you
is,
what
a
it
drink.
tastes like.
But what if it's Drupa?
I had a VR6, but it burned.
Yes.
Like we're trying to understand your sentence construction
yeah.
of the word of the day.
He was
Let's
drinking
close it.
in a VR6.
Trust me, if there was a drink every song VR6,
Yeah.
I would know. Like I saw
What are you trying to say?
Meant
No,
to say
okay.
he meant to say he was driving.
driving exactly. There was no drink.
You were drinking
I
and
would know.
driving, Mr. Hector.
No,
what are
he
you
was
doing?
driving a VR6 and his lilts in the way he spoke changed. Is that what he said?
Oh,
When he
maybe
was
instead of
it's the
drinking,
the
instead
the
of
sound.
drinking, it's an autocorrect thing. Instead of drinking, it's driving.
Guys, go check.
So it's the sound
Yeah.
that a VR6 engine makes with the exhaust pipes.
Yeah.
So that rhythmic swinging sound of your engine, that's the lilt he gets when driving
a VR6. Very interesting.
If
man.
there was a drink, it was on VR6.
You were
I
going
Trust
like how
me,
you keep
I
emphasizing
was gonna talk
that.
about it. I was gonna tell you what it tastes like.
I bet that I
Hore e yang
I
the
bet
after
that I
effects that
yeah.
thing. Not that I'm a drinker. I get like yeah.
Are you a potter?
I'm Are you a potter? No, I'm a potter. Come first.
Yeah, and then lastly, he said, I see now Mr. D is joining Mo.
Mr. B.
Or Mr. B is joining Mo. I don't know with what. But yeah, if you can't beat them, join them, Chief. That's what we do
Go
right here,
Fugando
guys.
drunkards.
Drunkards.
We don't condone such.
We don't
Chief.
condone.
Chief,
Yeah.
go Fugando, we dilo tse di
Hey, tse tlhabologileng.
Sensible.
no ne re tla go bitsa yang no we can't have go Fugando no.
Can I come
No,
there once
thanks.
disguised
No.
as Damsi?
No, thanks. We're gonna
What?
see. Guys, no, we
Damsi.
can't. We can't have women go Fugando.
Or what? Another thing we can do is we can call women to represent their men.
No. No. No, it's not.
You
It
show
is
up
not.
dressed as your man and you
No.
act like your man the
No.
whole time. Guys, I want to be
no.
part of Fugando.
No, there are no
Can I
women
be
go
the photographer? I
Fugando.
want to hear
No.
what she guys
So
We
you
have
know how
everything
you know how in February
Yeah.
there's a men's conference and they normally say I equal and this is proof. Nah,
you
it's
call.
men's conference.
That is a
Nah,
I want to be a little fly.
So February, guys, February 14th, Savai.
Yeah.
And we are going for. So we leave on the 12th of Feb, and then we come back on the 15th.
Nizobana nizophekela ubani the whole year. And
Why
the
do you
days-
care,
you have
child?
365
No,
days
why
to
you
choose
care,
from,
child?
and you just
No,
decide
man.
14th of February is Bugando
Yes, yes.
conference,
And
men's
the
conference.
14th is on a Saturday, so Thursday evening we leave. Chief.
No, we
Second
can do it the
pin.
following Saturday, the 22nd. In fact, you guys should do it on the 28th because everyone is paid by the 28th.
No, we have
Nobody has
money.
money on the 15th.
Says who? You don't know my finances, Chief. We're not married yet.
Well, we're still gonna have Valentine's with or without you guys. We're gonna call it any Galentine.
Go have fun, knock yourselves out.
Good. Galentine, good.
It won't
knock
end
yourselves
well.
out.
It won't end well. That's
Oh yeah. It won't. Mo's right, because if it's just you guys, it's not gonna. Here's the thing, just before Sivalane. So this Saturday and the first one, there was no arguments. The gents were just there. We shared some stories.
Yeah.
Azange silwe, no grief, no beef, nothing.
Not beef.
Then
Nancy, we compliment each other. Hey girl, you look nice.
No, we're
Like not those girls. Tina, we have Vooka Sisi, which will be held.
Call it something else. No, Vooka Sisi.
Well, the venue might be the same.
No.
So when's your conference? On the 14th. Nancy will be leaving on the 12th and we're coming back on the 15th. The venue is probably going to be the same.
It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. Call it something else, man. Why Vooka Sisi? You remember how I spoke about the third thing?
Wow, yeah.
Over the weekend?
Yeah.
Girls can't as well.
No.
Hey, lapha sikhuluma ngento that I told you when you were telling your friend, right? Things that concern and pertain the male species. Isn't our successes, our failures, our ups, our downs, our lows, our highs, and everything else in between. Spiritually, relationshipically, religiously, work-wise, like we talk about things that really implicate us as men.
Do you guys
in
talk about
society.
celibacy, how important it is?
We talk about things that pertain to us. It doesn't matter. You don't need to know the finer details.
Of course, there is a video, of course, that will be dropped. Still being
of what you
edited
guys
right now.
talk about.
Yes.
Nice. Where? Celibacy is good.
For amadoda.
Yeah.
For abafazi, it's not good.
It's good for both.
Vooka Sisi, I'm looking forward to that.
No, why you just something else? No.
I'm looking forward to that.
No, I mean, even Nohector in the comments is putting a stamp on it.
Yeah, I'll go to Vooka Sisi.
No, he's laughing at it. Because why you?
He's laughing
Yeah,
at
he's
it.
laughing. Like, call it something else.
Please support Vooka
Sisters of, like, call it Sisters of Vooka.
No, it's
something.
Sisi.
Why kumele ifanele?
Vooka emaqandeni sisi indoda
Yeah, call it something.
ikusendele
Vooka
igift
emaqandeni,
for
Sisters
uye
of
kuvuka
Vooka.
ndoda.
Something.
No,
man.
it will
know
be
me.
Vooka Sisi. Before ahambe aye kwivuka ndoda ngomhla ka-14, he needs to at least transfer money.
I mean, from
Buy a
Vooka
gift.
emaqandeni to Vooka emshadweni. I mean, it can also.
No, why you guys are giving it a name? It's Vooka Sisi. That's
But
how
yeah,
we
man,
close it.
20 minutes till we hit 11 o'clock, and it's been a very great morning edition of the Vooka Breakfast Show. Any last words, guys, before we close off?
Nami?
You can go first.
You want me to go first? Look, man, one thing that was posted quite some time ago by Nancy Naken. Yes, Nancy is actually supposed to come through. Is actually supposed to come through for the Vooka Kitchen segment, right? As we're in the kitchen, she did promise that she's gonna come through very, very soon. Nancy says some people will never like you because your spirit irritates their demons.
I'm a demon.
Some people will never like you because your spirit irritates their demons. And she said this 5 years ago already. And this resonates, man. To this day, man, it really, really resonates. So this is just my last thought on this midweek slump Wednesday morning on the 29th of October 2025.
My demons don't like to be irritated.
No one's demons like to be irritated.
The fact that you don't like me yet you've never had a conversation with me for more than 30 minutes, I've never said or done anything that is offensive towards you, means that absolutely it's a spiritual thing.
Completely.
The fact that you just dislike my aura means I'm irritating your demons.
Completely.
But my words closing off today is find the person that you want to be and start showing up as them. Some of us are already in 2026. You don't have to be in 2026 to plan for 2026. It's towards the end of 25. draw that budget for next year. Do that vision board. Don't show people your vision board. Don't share your vision board. But also find yourself. And once you found yourself, each and every day, you show up as yourself or that person that you want to be. Also, don't forget, don't try to be someone else because everyone's taken. Be you, ibauwe, and be authentic. And whatever it is that does not contribute towards the person that you want to be in future, don't let it waste your time.
Ooh,
so in these last 2 months of 2025,
I'm in 26 already.
Subtitles. Like manje, say pelili, like 25 years ago.
Happy New Year.
So subtitles, subside. No me has confirmed it, guys. Stati mali amalobola, ashati, ridumelani, guys. Stati mali amalobola.
That's why we need Vooka Sisi. Such men.
Subtitles, amen. Subtitles. So, but ngono stay safe, stay warm, stay cautious, right? And stay dry because it seems like rainy days are upon us. And God willing, both you and I, Nomi, Mr. Mo, and of course Mr. P and the rest of the Vooka Nation and the Vooka team can see each other bright and early. We do this every weekday morning, Monday to Friday, between the hours of 7 and 10, taking such good care of you right here where radio meets TV, only and exclusively on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Always spending some great quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mest. My name is Musi Mest, and I've been so happy and excited to have been both in your presence and in your company on this Wednesday morning. I don't want to say it's a great one because weather
it is a great one. And stay tuned for more information about Vooka Sisi.
Nope, there's no Vooka Sisi. Clock it, no Vooka Sisi. We'll see each other bright and early tomorrow morning, where we keep on having compelling, thought-provoking, and of course, inspiring conversations, man. With that being said,
yeah, man, great mornings, of course, man, great weather and a great team. It was wonderful being with you. Thank you so much. Thank you till of course we see each other, and appreciate yourself, love yourself. My name is Meketi Maimaneke Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature, generator, and enjoy your day. Clock it.